Yo, I didn't even realize my mic. Wait. Yeah, I didn't realize my mic wasn't on. Can you guys hear me? Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Not again. The Spurs just won back-to-back. Actually, I don't think we won back-to-back. Did we? No, we lost the last game. Yeah, I don't even know how to do this. The Spurs are back on track. Let me turn this down. All right. Hello. My cat's up here with me. And I also have some almonds. Okay? I got almonds. All right, so I'm going to say this, but I'm going to be like completely like, I don't know. I'm lying, okay? I don't want to be on here this long, but we probably are. I want to go over, obviously, the game. There's some other stuff that I have saved that I want to go over. And lastly, I want to go over that J. Cole album. Not the album, but J. Cole song. A couple of J. Cole songs. Knew we win when Julian finally made a dunk. He made a couple impressive dunks. What's up, D-Lo? Heard J. Cole's diss was weak. It was. It was like one of those things where it's like, if you don't respond with this, then just don't respond at all. I mean, seriously. I don't think J. Cole, I know some people are like, well, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Don't worry. Dude, it is so cold in here. Wemby is the future. J. Cole diss was trash. And I'm a Cole fan. Yeah. Dude, not to mention, gosh, we'll get into it. Stick around, we'll get into it. Let's talk about the Spurs. Hold on. Let me bring up some stuff. Let's bring this up first. Log in. Log me in. What happened with the team deploy one big, four small nowadays? The Pelicans tried and got punished late game. I have no idea. Hold on, I'm trying to log in. Oh, here we go. Cool. All right. Now, ladies, yeah. What's cooler than being cool? All right, let's see. All right, guys. So before we start talking about our San Antonio Spurs, really quick, big shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this video, sponsoring this live stream, and sponsoring this channel for the entire season. I bring this up all the time, but if you guys want to join BetUS, you want to support the channel, I always say you support the sponsors, you support the channel. Link in my description. You'll receive 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,500. Also, we're going to be giving away $125. It's going to be $25 each for the first 5 people that sign up to BetUS through my link. And also send me a message on, I'm dead naming X here, Twitter, okay? Send me a message on Twitter with your account number. Not your bank account number, just your Bet US account number, okay? Everyone gets a Bet US number, so you just send me that number, and yeah, if you're the first 5, you will receive $25. We're giving away a total of 125, okay? So yeah, so link in my description there. I just wanted to show you this one because I found this interesting. So where is Bronny James gonna go? There's been so many people mentioning like the San Antonio Spurs, like, oh, what if the Spurs go? That's not going to happen, and you can see it even by the bet. This will be a wild bet. All right, so let's see if we do this, and let's just say 20. Oh, sorry, can't do 20. What am I doing? Wait. I'm confused. Oh, did I do something? What did I do? Oh, it's $1. Oh, you can't even risk that much for this one. I didn't even realize. Okay, I think my stuff is messing up now. Okay, I think it's on me. Yeah, I literally think it's on me. It's something I'm doing wrong. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Anyways, but yeah, you guys try it. I don't know why it's messing up on my end. My computer's weird anyways. Clan bed in the house. No, what did I do? I didn't even do anything. Look, I put $1 and it's messing up. It's me. Maximum wage limit. What are we doing here? Oh, wait a minute. I might have did something. Let me see. No, I didn't do anything. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know what I did. I don't know. I have to look at it later. But anyways, link in my description. Join Bet US. Big shout out to them for sponsoring this video. I have no idea what I did wrong here, but whatever.
Bet US, America's favorite sportsbook and casino. Live betting and racebook. We're celebrating 30 years with a historic offer. A 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits. Plus 10% gambler's insurance. Get started today. Bet US, where the game begins.
All right. So let's talk about this game. Let's see. I didn't already have it up, so let me see. Spurs. ESPN. Bag acquired. What do you mean? The win, you mean? What flavor the almonds? It's habanero barbecue. It's fire, man. I would do the honey, but I'm trying to be low sugar or low carb, so this Golden State game is really close. All right, let's see. Spurs v Pelicans. San Antonio Spurs v New Orleans Pelicans. Guys, our Spurs looked impressive. They looked very impressive, actually. Now, let me go ahead and preface this by saying this, but I don't care. New Orleans Pelicans, they did not have Zion Williamson, okay? Yeah, and people can say, well, they didn't play Zion. Well, you know what? We didn't have Sohan. We didn't have Vassell. We didn't have Keldon. We didn't have anybody. We had literally nobody, okay? To the point where we're starting Malachi Branham and Mamu. So we literally had nobody. But I'll tell you this, the Spurs played like an absolute team. And a big part of this, so I know quite a few people on Twitter was like, and even Sean Elliott mentioned it as well. They were like, Wemby didn't have that good of a shooting game, which he didn't. Like first half, he did not play that well offensively. But the thing is, we wouldn't have had the type of game that we had if it weren't for Wemby, because he got doubled every single play. He had a total of 9 assists, and it was all off of double teams, man. Over and over and over, they tried to double team Wemby, and then at the end of the game, when you absolutely need him, he showed up. He didn't have almost any blocks during the game, and his 3 blocks came in the second half, one of which came at the very end. He was phenomenal in the clutch. And that I expect nothing more or nothing less, nothing less than the best when it comes to Wemby. and he really helped the team. But another factor, okay, there's two factors. There's two sides to this coin. Wembanyama was great in facilitating for his teammates and finding the open man and him just being an overall presence. But also, Popovich is a phenomenal coach. This is not normal for this team to compete to this degree. Now, they're going to make mistakes, don't get me wrong. But the competing is really, really something that you don't want to scoff at. Now, here's the thing. Now, people say, yeah, Graham Classic. Here's the thing, okay? If the San Antonio Spurs, like Devontae Graham, by no means is better than Sohan, Devin Vassell. Like, I don't think he's a better player than those two at all. I don't even think that he's a better player than Trey Jones overall. I don't think that he's a better player than Keldon. I don't think he's a better player than, I know you might hate this, but even like Zach Collins. But you know what he is? He's a vet, and he played like a vet. If the San Antonio Spurs had more vets on their team, they would have many more wins. That's why when a lot of people were like, oh my God, all these losses, we suck. Just blow it all up. Oh my God, everything's trash. It really came down to the fact that we're just so young. And we were riding it out with a team that, while they're more talented than some of the guys off the bench, obviously, they just weren't prepared to finish games. They would get into situations where they're close to winning the game, and then they'll just fumble it at the end because they're so young. And I think that we saw a game where it was close, and our veterans kind of helped us seal that thing, you know? Now, Malachi Branham, he did a phenomenal job defensively at the end to seal it. But overall, I do think that it was one of those situations where Devontae Graham really helped. Now he didn't have the best game. Okay, 6 for 15. That ain't pretty. He took a lot of threes. He took 12 threes. Good God. But he did help us seal it. And he had 3 steals. And it just seemed like things were a little bit more controlled. He didn't take unnecessary risks at times, right? And that's the most important thing. And I think if the Spurs really had a few more veterans on this team, we will be talking a whole new story. And this is the same thing with the season before, because people kept comparing this season to last season. They were like, well, last season we had a worse team than we do this season. Well, last season we had veterans. We had a lot of veterans. So you can't really compare last season to this season, because yes, you had a veteran team in that locker room. And even after they got traded away, you still had, you know, that presence there. Like, people have already, or this team has already worked with these veterans the entire time. So yeah, I just think it's something just to keep in mind, you know, when it comes to, sorry, I was looking at my cat. I knew she was getting ready to jump up here. Hey, don't touch that. Don't mess with that. What are you doing? Don't mess with that. Yeah, just something to keep in mind. Graham hero balling unnecessary shots at times. But he had minutes, so good for him. I think the Spurs told him to take it. There was one shot in particular that really irritated me that he took near the end. But overall, there were many times where they passed the ball and a younger player would have tried to force feed or speed it up, and he did it. He slowed things down, reset, that type of stuff. That's what I mean where I say he sealed it. He didn't play too fast. And another thing to keep in mind. So I'm just going to skip over Victor. I mean, do I really have to talk about Victor Wembanyama? We all know he played well. Near triple-double. Nothing to really say here. Shooting-wise, oh, I'm sorry, girl. Shooting-wise, it wasn't the best. He's had better showings, but not really worried about that. He was double-teamed, quadruple-teamed, I don't know. But one player in particular that was very impressive to me was Trey Jones. Trey Jones on both ends of the court was, to me, now he had 3 turnovers, but to me, a near flawless game from him. I mean, nearly flawless. His basketball IQ really showed during this game. Defensively, offensively, he made the right cuts, rotated correctly, closed out, just very basic stuff, but he did a phenomenal job, and he had a very consistent game that I thought that this was the most solid that we've seen all season long, in my opinion. I mean, he was just so good. Malachi Branham, was pretty good too defensively. There were many times that they did get past him, especially Herb Jones did get past him quite a bit. But overall, he did do a good job defensively, and he fought around the screens. You guys have no idea how many times I've yelled at my screen at Malachi Branham for just getting stuck on screens and basically just like giving up. But that did not happen this season. He fought through every screen, and I think he ended up getting 2 offensive fouls. There ended up being 2 offensive fouls on the Pelicans because of him actually fighting through it. So really interesting. Jesus, can you stop eating while you sleep or while you speak? Jesus isn't here. What are you talking about? Clan is winning, hurting Spurs draft stock. Now we same odds with Hornet. Oh, our winning is hurt. Dude, I don't care. I don't care about our draft stock right now. Are you joking? We need this. This is not the time. Last season, I'm all for you. Like, do not mess up this draft stock. I'm all for you. This season? No, dude. Screw that. Spurs need some wins. They've been losing a lot. They need some wins going into this next season. We got our player. Oh, crap. We got our player. And this upcoming draft, guys, it's not like there's one great player and then everyone else is just like a huge fall off. The talent pool during this draft is not that far apart. Like the 3rd overall pick won't be, talent wise, won't be as big of a gap. Like 3rd to 5th, it's not that big of a gap. We're gonna take Modest wherever we are. That's what I'm hoping for. That we'll be able to take Modest Buzelis. Don't worry about that. Do not worry about our draft stock right now. We'll worry about that when the season's over. The Spurs need some wins. I'll be for you if we didn't have our guy. We got our guy. The Spurs need some wins. Wemby needs some wins. They need to not end up being the worst record, having the worst Spurs record in history. They don't need that. Exactly. Wemby's name shouldn't be synonymous with the worst season. We don't need it. You don't need it. I'm not saying it ends like I don't think it's gonna hurt Wemby's legacy or no foolishness like that. I just think that it's a morale booster. You need to get some wins near the end of this thing. Finish it off strong so you can build off of it. Exactly. Boosting Wemby morale going into offseason. Yeah, do not worry about that. But who else? Let's see. Hey, don't eat that. She's always biting on my keyboard, man. I'm going to have to take you off the desk if you keep biting the keyboard. Anybody else? Wesley, offensively, very poor. 4 turnovers, 2 of which were really bad. But, hey, it is what it is. Defensively, he did a pretty decent job when he was guarding. Because we mostly had him on C.J. McCollum. He did a fine job when he was on McCollum for the most part. Who else? Anybody else that we need to bring up? I think that might be it, honestly. Going to be hard with the remaining schedule, but possible if starters are resting. Yeah, I mean, teams are going to be resting guys. You know, teams are going to be resting guys, so we don't have to worry about that. We'll be all right. It's going to be entertaining. Nonetheless, it's going to be entertaining, but we need some wins. Don't worry about where we land in the draft right now. Don't worry about any of that. The 2024 draft isn't as crazy as you think it is, okay? I really, truly do believe that the Spurs can maneuver to get just about anybody they want. I mean, if I'm being real. So don't even worry about it. I'm concerned about Wemby tweaking them ankles all the time. It's not all the time, Llama. I mean, I can only think of twice, and he got right back up. I mean, unless you're thinking of more times than twice. I'm thinking earlier in the season and today, but I don't know. Clans should Wemby. We'll get there. That's another segment. But overall, I just want to say I'm proud of our guys. They did a phenomenal job. This was a good game. Everyone did their thing. Even City Sissoko, guys, he only has 6 minutes. But he had a really good defensive play in there. I don't think it was a steal, was it? I think he just knocked it out of bounds. Yeah, he just knocked it out of bounds, so it didn't come up on the statistics. But he was playing really good defense. They attempted to pass out of, because he was locking them down. They were trying to go up for a layup, and then they were going to pass out of it. He smacked that out of bounds. So he did a great job. Okay, you're going to have to come. You're going to. Come on. You're going to have to. Come on. Come on, girl. Come on. I don't know why you want to sit up here. It's not that much room up here to begin with. Just stay down there for me, okay? All right. Good stuff, though. Good stuff. How you feeling about Blake Clan? I'm cool with Blake. He's all right. He's just young. You know, he made some mistakes. I don't know. I've said this many a times, but like, I don't know if he's going to be the point guard of the future or anything like that. I have no idea. But I do think that he has a place on this team. He definitely has a place on this team. And what he's keeping up defensively, I think he definitely can, you know, stay with our team and grow. I'm not expecting, I could be wrong, but I'm not expecting the Spurs to get a point guard this offseason. And if that's the case, and they just go ahead and fill in, because we really need a defensive wing first and foremost, and we allow Trey Jones to ride it out for one more season, and along with Blake Wesley, we could really get a better assessment of Blake Wesley come next season. So I'm not really struggling or worried about it at all. But yeah. Oh, man. Sandro Mamu had a good game. He did. He had a great game. I was expecting it, too. I did not expect him to start. But I was expecting him to have a good game. Pop did a great job. He coached these guys up. Remember when people used to say, like, during the 2014 team, that if Duncan okay. So I was like, what is this? This is J. Cole responding and it's bad. They're talking about the verse. It is bad. You remember in 2014 where people were like, if we didn't have Duncan, if Manu wasn't playing, if Tony Parker wasn't playing, like role players, Popovich would still get them to the playoffs. This is the type of game where it's a reminder of why people used to say that. It's a reminder of why people used to say that all the time. It's wrong, but it is a reminder on why people used to say that. All right, let's see. All right, you guys want to see something that make you feel all fuzzy inside? All right, we're getting into other stuff, but this is something that will make you feel a little fuzzy inside. Okay. So as you guys know, Dejounte Murray, I know, he scored 44 points the other night. I mean, it was I guess it was a while ago at this point, right? And how the NBA moves. But he scored 44 points on 44 shots, which was insane. And some people took me serious because I immediately got on Twitter and I was like, oh yeah, please. He is the face of the Hawks. Trae Young is not. Trade him to somewhere trash like San Antonio. Please. Trade him, trade that garbage player to someone trash like San Antonio. Build around Dejounte Murray, Atlanta. And I really hope they do. But with that being said, yeah, he took 44 shots, which is actually crazy. But he said that he got a text from Popovich, and this is what Pop had to say.
No.
Hold on. These aren't on my headset. This is on my headset. There we go.
No bullshit from day one. From day one. He just texted me the other day, you took 44 fucking shots past the fucking ball. That's our relationship, though.
Yeah.
I love that dude to death, man. He was a father, he was a father.
Now, one thing that's been consistent with Dejounte, okay? You guys already know it's not hidden or anything that I'm not the biggest fan of Dejounte Murray, okay? And I'm not going to be wish-washy about this. It's not going to be one of those situations where he says something positive about the Spurs and all of a sudden I want him back. I think everything is okay now, or he has a good season and I'm like, oh yeah, we need to bring him back. I'm not on that. I'm not on that train, okay? I am not going to switch off from this. Guys, the almonds I'm eating is getting to me. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get something to drink. You can just watch. Here, listen to Dejounte Murray talk.
He just texted me the other day, like, you took 44 fucking shots past the fucking ball. Like, you know, like, that's our relationship, though.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, I love that dude to death, man. Like, he was a father, you know. He was a father.
Okay.
It was no bullshit from day one.
All right.
Like, from day one. Like, he just texted me the other day, like.
Okay, I almost died there. I almost died there. I'm okay now. Anyways, what I was going to say was, I'm not going to change my mind on this. I don't want Dejounte Murray back. I don't think it's a good idea to have Dejounte Murray back. I think that it would really hurt our team to have Dejounte Murray back, especially with his play style. It doesn't actually fit with Wemby. I think some people just think it does. It doesn't. He's the type of player where, and you can look at this in the statistics. This isn't me just talking, right? It's in the analytics there. He did a lot of just dump offs. It was a lot of just dump offs to Jakob. He wasn't like a true playmaking like facilitator like that. It wasn't like that. He did a great job. Don't get me wrong. Very talented, highly talented. It's nothing I'm trying to take away from DJ. It's just the type of player he is. It would not fit as the Spurs starting point guard right now. It just wouldn't. And it will be a very bad move. But with that being said, he has been very consistent in his praise for Popovich. Now, there's been weird things that he said, almost like the Spurs are holding me back. Popovich held me back, which is insane, especially from Dejounte, when we all know that he got the starting position pretty quickly. And it's not like Tony Parker was trash at the time, okay? Tony Parker was really good. He was still pretty doggone good, even at that time when Dejounte took over as point guard. So he Why do you do this, Mixa? Mixa. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. She is so rude. But I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, we ain't forgot, clan. Okay, yeah. I'm just saying, keep things in context. I do like this. I mean, obviously, I don't think Dejounte Murray's lying when he says he has a relationship with Popovich or a decent relationship with Popovich. Popovich is a player's coach. He's going to stay in contact with guys, and he likes to see players grow. He said that the most, because you would think that he would think that the best fulfillment that he gets out of coaching, or the most fulfillment he gets out of coaching, is winning or team camaraderie or anything like that. And he always said, no, it's actually guys being able to grow and guys being able to go and get paid and take care of their families. He said this. I'm paraphrasing, but he did say this. I think it was after Bryn Forbes left, ironically, but he did say that. So I believe they have a relationship. But the way that Dejounte Murray talked about his teammates, the way that he basically said Derek White was just sucking up to Popovich, and that's why he got, favoritism. It's a lot of stuff where it's like, we don't need any of that. Love that Dejounte Murray has a relationship with Pop. I don't hate Dejounte. I just think that ship has sailed. And by the way, mind you, I know this is going to sound crazy, okay? I don't necessarily want Derek White back right now. I love Derek White. You guys know this was basically a Derek White channel. I love Derek White. I was always praising Derek White. We were over here just screaming how great he was way before people thought anything of him. I thought he should have been a starting point guard early on, way long time ago. So, but even with him, I don't think that him coming to the Spurs right now would be a good move necessarily. Would he fit just fine? Sure he would. But Derek White is much better right now with the Celtics and the role that he's playing for them, and with that amount of talent around him. And right now we rebuilding, just doesn't really make sense. It's not do that. We need something fresh. Yeah, we need some more young guys. Probably bring in a couple vets, but Derek White, leave him where he is. He's doing a good job over there. I'm sorry. That's all I really have to say about this. I think this is cool. I think it's funny. I think Popovich is funny. I'm not surprised that he would message Dejounte. And yeah, of course they have a relationship. Let's see. They just don't have the depth. Too many injuries. DJ and Keldon would be dope as first two off the bench. Dejounte Murray doesn't want to come off the bench. Keep that in mind too. He don't want to come off the bench. I mean, hypothetically, yeah, it sounds decent, but no, he doesn't want to come off the bench. Last time the Spurs put him on the bench, he unfriended all of the players on Instagram and took point guard out of his bio, and yeah, he was upset. I know that's he just did that on social media. I'm pretty sure if you did that, I mean, he's not hiding his emotions, right? I'm pretty sure people knew that he wasn't the happiest with that. We should draft Bronny in the second round just for the LOLs, just for the lols. I don't know about that. I like that Ricochet guy from France. Think we get him. We're going to get into all the draft stuff a little bit later. But as it stands right now, my opinion right now is I would not want Ricochet over Modest Buzelis. That's my opinion right now. Might change. We'll revisit. But right now, that is my opinion. Caitlin Clark would be a Spur. That actually would be a great pickup. Caitlin Clark. I would also take Angel Reese. God, they're so good. Draft day need to hurry up. It really does, dude. Okay. Let's see. Any chance I get, any freaking chance I get, I am going to bring up some pop praise, all right? Any chance I get, I'm bringing up some pop praise. All right, let's see what the Nuggets coach had to say about the GOAT. LeBron want to retire so bad. I think he does too. All right, let's listen.
And he's likely the rookie of the year. And
talking about Wemby right now.
What's really been interesting is when you watch him from beginning of the year to now, how much better he's gotten. I mean, it's noticeable. And he came in as a really talented player, but when you watch him now, and the thing that jumps off the screen when I watch him now is, and Pop's done a hell of a job building him up in one season, and his usage rate is now through the roof, but his playmaking, like everybody talks about the blocks, everybody talks about the dunks.
This is true. This is very true. Now, one thing that I've noticed with Wemby, which it's kind of tough to tell, how you balance between, is it Pop? Is it the San Antonio Spurs? Or is it just Wemby being that talented? I guess it's just a mixture of all of it. If I put it on percentages, I would go with 75% Wemby and then 25% Popovich. And the reason being is because Wemby just absorbs so much information so quickly. You guys know we talked about his trainer, and his trainer was like, yeah, it was ridiculous when we were doing stuff during COVID where we were Zoom calling, and we would just build upon drills over and over and over, and he just kept learning so much. Another thing too, another reason why I'm only giving 25, which 25 is a big percentage, okay? Especially for somebody of his talent. But the reason why I'm only doing 25% Pop is because as far as the passing ability, Wemby actually got much better in the French league. That's one thing that I noticed as well, that he got way better at passing, and he got better at passing out of double teams during the French league, because that was kind of his biggest drawback at the beginning of that season. And as time went on, especially in the playoffs, night and day, okay? Night and day. And I don't think that he had any coach on the same pedigree as Popovich, right? And he still grew so much, having to handle so many different things. So I think it's just a mixture, right? But I would give most of it to Wemby because he's just that special, and he just absorbs so much energy. Because he's Cell now, I don't know. He's an android from Dragon Ball. But he absorbs so much information, and I think that's mostly him and just a gift he has. Pop isn't drawing anything up for Wemby yet, so this is all Wemby learning the system, in my opinion. Yeah. Come on, Pop holds players back. I know, right?
Threes. Last 5 games, he's averaging almost 6 assists per game. and like really good passes. Like you can tell he's got a flair, understands how to play, and he can make his teammates better.
True. Oh wait, was that it? Was that it? I guess that was it. Yeah, that is true. He does. He does make his teammates better. That's absolutely true. Wemby is gonna go wild in the Olympics this year. Yeah, he is. Dude, I ended up seeing a fake post that said Wemby's gonna be in Team USA. I was like, what the heck? Anyways, okay, we'll get to that. You guys are jumping from subject to subject. We're not even there yet. But yeah, I just love Pop praise. Anybody that's praising Pop, I will listen and we will talk about it. But nothing really shocking here that he had to say. All I would say is Wemby has shown this amount of growth even in the French league. Like, he's that good. Let's see. Hold on. I thought somebody said Wemby gonna run through Sohan's chest. What does that mean? In practice? What are we talking? Oh, you're talking about the Olympics. Okay. I think he's talking about Patrick's talking about the Olympics. Maybe, possibly. Sohan can't guard Wemby. Come on. He can't guard Wemby. He's probably stronger than Wemby, but he can't guard Wemby. Kobe ran through Gasol. Wemby's nasty. I don't think he's going to do that. All right. Let's see. Trying to get through some of these. That would be saved for later because there's no point in me jumping on that one. All right, where's the other ones? I got some other stuff. Did I save it? Oh, never mind. I saw Dragon Ball's Sparking Zero gameplay and I thought it was new gameplay. I saw it already. All right, I think this is something that someone sent me. Is this it?
Yo, get your Wemby face.
I think. All right, I think someone sent me this. And I don't quite recall who sent it to me. I'll be real. But this was going around. So this is Wembanyama praise, apparently, from Gilbert Arenas. I swear, dude, Gilbert is the strangest person on earth, okay? He will have the greatest take of all time, and then he'll hit you with something that's just nonsense. Like how he said Jokic is the worst MVP winner in the last 40 years. What are we going on about? What are we going on about? Like he will just throw something insane out there. But when it comes to Wemby, he's always pretty good. It's always pretty decent. I don't know. I have no idea what it is. Let's listen though.
Faced off on Tuesday night, gave the basketball world a show. So Wemby was doing his thing. Hey. There was one particular sequence in the game, Wemby hit him with that scoop very early on. Then,
okay, they're just looking at Wemby highlights. Let's see, skip through. Oh my God, why do they keep using this graphic? Who makes this graphic? What is this graphic? This is Sesame Street.
23 points, 15 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal, 9 blocks, 2 3.
Actually, hold on. There we go. That's what we need right there.
He's made
9 blocks.
That's gonna be looking little. Wait till year 3, like year 3, year 4.
So he's the only one to do this to match or better this stat line. What is the match? I'm just saying. So he's the only one to do it. Nobody's ever matched or bettered this stat line in NBA history.
This is so confused. Okay, I understand. I completely understand now why Gilbert Arenas gets confused when they say this. Like, no one has ever done this in NBA. Done what? It's like, it is confusing. First time a player reached the stat line. What is this? Like, it's so confused. Like, is it really? It's the first time somebody had 23 points, 15 rebounds, 8 assists, 9 blocks? I don't know. It just seems so unimportant because of the threes. Because the 2 threes made. It just seems so arbitrary. Blockers don't shoot threes. That's what. Okay, so that's what it is. It's the 3-point. It's just arbitrary, man. This is arbitrary. It's really just the era that we live in. Really, I mean, I don't know. I feel like if Kareem shot threes, like he would have a couple three. He would have this stat line. I don't know. It just seems arbitrary. Who cares? It shows his versatility. Don't get me wrong. Like, Wemby's incredible, right? I think I say this over and over. I think he could end up being the greatest player ever. Like, he's that special. Like nothing we've ever seen before. But is this more impressive than some quadruple double? I don't know.
Okay.
Wow.
So the 2 threes is what puts it in the... Okay, I'm trying to figure out, yeah. So it's the 2 threes, because I'm pretty sure Wilt did something like this properly.
Right, you know, for sure.
So it's the 2
Yeah, that's what I'm
threes?
saying.
Will had no 3-point line and a.
Will could have got 9 blocks because there was no block.
Oh, there was no block.
We got to go back and record.
Yeah, because I'm going to say he couldn't go, but he averaged 14.
Because there was no blocks. But this is just arbitrary. It's silly. I don't know. First time to ever do it. I don't know. If we get specific enough, you could say the first time ever for a lot of different things. It's the first time ever that a player, say Trey Jones wore Kobe's and, made 2 threes in a row. That's the first time that ever happened. It's like, it's just arbitrary. There was no 3-point line also. Exactly. It's just arbitrary. Wilt played against plumbers. He literally did. Yeah, he literally did. But don't disrespect the OGs, because if it weren't for those eras, we wouldn't have the next era that grew into the next era. Like, a lot of people go back and they watch like old footage of NBA basketball and they're like, why the way they dribble, they had no talent. It's like they literally had to dribble like that. Okay. I mean, I could be wrong here. I'm pretty sure like Allen Iverson changed a lot as far as how things are called. Now, because it used to be carries all the time, and Allen Iverson kind of changed that. You just got much more freedom offensively now. Even you go back, it probably Jordan kind of skewed things a little bit. He kind of changed the game quite a bit. And then AI, you had AI, and people loved that type of basketball, and the NBA did not get off of that. So I don't know. I'm sorry, I got a little off topic. Elias says, Clan, it's a stat that hasn't been had before. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, that's yeah. Sorry, I saw your message late.
There was no block.
So he averaged 14.4 blocks for his career if they actually had block stats, but they didn't have block stats then.
Because they were lazy.
So so Wilt don't own the triple-double record or the quadruple record because of the blocks.
Do we know when blocks got introduced? Like, what was
He probably had 10 blocks a
74.
game.
What was the reasoning?
So for
that
years, they was watching Wilt beat that shit, then they were like, all right, maybe we should make this a stat.
They said if they actually kept the stat from Wilt came in, he would have averaged 14.4 blocks.
Yeah, I believe it.
God
I believe it.
damn.
And
14.4 blocks per game is insane.
and Bill Russell will be behind him with 9.8
14.4
It was a
Per
different
game.
time.
per game.
per game.
I don't even think I have 14 blocks in my life.
So after this Wemby
Shit.
Joker third time, I saw a stat too. Wemby's got like more blocks than 86.6% of the league in history. But that just means a lot of y'all need to get your D up. So after the game,
No Diddy. Did I do it right? I think I did the no Diddy thing right.
After the game, Jokic had high praise for Wemby. When asked by Denver sports reporter Adam Mares if the Wemby matchup reminded him of his first matchup with Tim Duncan, Jokic said, Wemby did a much better job if I'm a Tim Duncan than I did against Tim Duncan. But when you just look at what Wemby's been able to do this
Yeah, Jokic gave some praise too. I forgot to talk about that.
season, and we've talked about it, the expectation coming in, living up to the hype, now going up against arguably
Can confirm it was used correctly. Okay, cool, good. I'm learning.
one of the best centers in the history of the game and almost giving him a quadruple double. How impressive what he's doing.
We see the offensive side. I mean, I think he's just going to dominate defensively. Like, he's going to do things on the defensive end that's just going to put him above a lot of players he's going to be compared to, right? He should be first team all defense, should win defensive player of the year, and I'm pretty sure every year moving forward, there's going to be a possibility where he's first team all defense every year. I mean, that's just a stat.
He should be. love the fact that he's given so much praise. But yeah, he should be. He should have Defensive Player of the Year. We're gonna look at that Draymond thing too. I'm a little irritated by it. I'm happy, but also irritated by it. We got to look at that later.
That, like, for him not to be first team, if this is what he's doing as a rookie, when he gets smarter and really understands how to play defense, how to block shots, it's going to be hard to keep him out of all-team first defense and Defensive Player of the Year.
I mean, if he's blocking 9 shots, you got to think about all the shots he's altering as well, and just how absurd that is.
Like, I mean, Rudy Gobert is winning it with.
Not even altering. I mean, people just straight up don't try him. Like, it's so, man, the one thing that's so much fun about Wemby and how I know that the Spurs are going to win multiple championships is because you have to be clutch down the stretch. You have to get stops. There's going to be, it's undoubted. You're not going to blow out teams every game. In the playoffs, it's going to be close. It's going to be a lot of games that come down to 1 or 2 plays. That means the difference of if you go to the next round or you go home. And having somebody that like Wemby, where a team has to literally strategize around him, like do not get anywhere near him, and they're going to be nervous to shoot anywhere in his facility, that you're just cutting off an entire like half of the basketball court. Like that's insane. Like you just can't go there. That where you can't go there. And we even seen it this season, but like just when the Spurs played the Pelicans, it was the same thing. They had a very difficult time finding a shot at the end of that game because Wemby was there. And when they did get a shot off, Wemby blocked it. Like you can't you can't in those clutch situations. They need a shot and we're up. It's our chances of winning that game skyrocket because we have Wemby. I just think that's a beautiful thing. And once they get more defenders, oh my God, I want some high. I don't care. I know everybody's like, you know, people love the high flyers. People love the super athletic play. I do not care. I can care less. Give me some high IQ defensive guys. Give me some brainy guys on this team. Should I say no DJ? I don't know. I don't know if that counts. But just give me some guys that play very high IQ basketball, and it's gonna be nasty, man. It's gonna be nasty because Wemby already has very high IQ. You get some other guys around him. I mean, look how he plays when any vet is near him. He plays very well. He plays well with Mamu. He plays well with Devontae Graham when they're on the court together. Brainy is crazy. Yeah, it is crazy. I shouldn't have said that. But you get what I'm saying, right? You get what I'm saying. You guys know what I mean.
Averaging 2 blocks a game. So, I mean, just defensively, he's just going to be a monster that I don't think they've seen this coming.
Yeah, I mean, as a rookie, I mean, you always want to get up for games like this, you know, against a guy like Jokic. So to have a game like that for his confidence and moving forward, you know, that's all you can ask for.
Taking the 42 piece from Joker, humbly, but silver lining.
I mean, but we do expect it.
Yeah, exactly.
But you still just want to have a good, like, you want to have numbers, though.
Yeah, they're going to, I mean, people, here's the thing, okay? These guys, they're coming, like when people kept saying, or wait until Wemby has his welcome to the NBA moment. Haven't seen it since they've said it. I'm still waiting for it. It ain't going to happen. But a lot of these guys that go against Wemby, they wake up to go against Wemby. Like they want to show out against Wemby. But with that being said, a lot of these points that they hit and that they like go off, it's really a matter of the fact that the Spurs don't have defenders. Wemby doesn't have that much help defensively. Let's just be honest. Like he has Sohan. Devin Vassell isn't like a lockdown defender by any means. He's a good defender. He's a slightly above average defender. But he's not like a defensive lockdown or anything like that. Sohan is a really good defender, borderline great defender. No, I would just say great defender. I think Sohan's a great defender. And then Wemby is like elite defender, but that's it. That's literally it. Keldon is a bad defender. Trey Jones, he's a decent defensive guy, but he's just too small. Zach Collins is not the best defender, especially this season. He hasn't been the best. You just don't have it. You just don't have it. So once he has better defenders around him, guys won't be able to just go off like that. They say like, oh, Joel Embiid has 70 points. He didn't have all those points on Wemby. Wemby actually guarded him decently well. He didn't have all those points on Wemby. 25K ball could have been the welcome to the NBA moment. Yeah, probably. Yeah, the 25K. Gosh, my brain just turned off. See, guys, I need to be a little bit more brainy.
So
You expect that.
like 2 or 3 years, it's gonna get scary though.
Yeah.
It's gonna be scary.
It might be scary next year.
Yeah.
Because he gets to
Depending
finish
on
this
who
year.
he gets, they need to fix the
Summer,
supporting cast.
summer going to USA games, he's gonna be highlighted.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
coming,
yeah,
then
he
coming back.
playing.
I mean,
Yeah, it's
Black,
gonna be
red,
a good
blue.
year too for him. It's gonna be a great
it's
year
gonna be
too.
it's gonna be a good year too.
So is it possible that Wemby catches Jokic in the all-time discussion in the next 5 seasons?
All-time discussion of what? Like player? Yeah. Wemby's going to be getting this praise in the next 3 seasons. Maybe even 2. He's definitely going to catch up to Jokic. And I mean, that just speaks to how great he is. But yeah, I mean, he's going to be in the LeBron Jordan discussions in just a few years. So yeah.
Wait, what?
All time what?
All time.
Just in terms of their head-to-head.
Just player, all-time player.
Gets to that level, basically, of a Joker.
But all time. But what is it?
All time what?
Like,
No one was
all-
comparing Wemby to Jokic.
I'm just saying the
top
next,
5. What are you talking about?
just getting to that tier, that level.
All-time. That's what I asked. Just all-time player, I guess? Yes?
Oh,
Yeah, you're talking about-
Like
Yeah, you're
top
talking about-
player.
Yeah, in terms of player ranking.
Yes?
I could see him low-key trying to get MVP next year.
See Wemby trying to do that.
Yeah, like that second year.
Like, but like I said, look at
He probably won't get MVP next year, but yeah, I think in the next 2-3 years he'll be getting LeBron Jordan compared. What we did, this is gonna be a whole nother thing. There's gonna be a whole nother tier they're talking about here.
the number. Just look at the numbers
Watch the Iowa game. Oh, it's that good? Crap.
he's putting up.
He's
Right?
18.
You're looking at this. This is going to
He's a
be
kid.
MVP type number. Once the team starts winning, there's going to be so much. That's what I said. He's gonna run the table. He's
He's a
gonna run the table
kid.
1 year.
He's literally a kid right now.
For like years though. For
Oh,
like,
the game's over. Why'd you tell me to watch it? The game's over now.
years,
He's
yeah,
gonna
like
run
years.
the
He's gonna
table.
do like a 5
He's
year.
gonna take all the defensive shit, right? Whatever it is, block shots, steals,
Yeah.
deflections.
Yeah.
He's gonna.
Oh dang, UConn lost. Jeez.
Get all of them at one point when he's at his peak.
So do you feel he has the potential to be the best two-way player in NBA history?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Whoa.
I mean,
NBA history.
I mean, he got a chance.
Iowa won. Your girl won. Caitlin Clark won. Yep.
He got
He's not-
he's
listen,
He's not gonna have the off.
He needs more talent around to go for MVP. Exactly, Hugo. That's what I'm saying. He's not going to be going for MVP next season. You gotta be a very talented team. Now, is it possible that he end up being that one anomaly? Because the thing that happens with MVP, at least from what I noticed, right? The reason why I don't complain about that as much as I'm complaining about the Defensive Player of the Year thing this year is that when it comes to MVP, a lot of the guys that are MVPs have already been with their team for like at least 3-4 years, right? And then at that point, they've improved while their team has also improved. Therefore, they just so happen to be a winning team and they're in the MVP discussion. So it's not only the fact that they individually deserve it, but also the fact that their team just got better over the years because you've had more years with that player to build around that player. So I never really get upset with the MVP discussions because it's always fair. But usually it's always fair. The discussion's always fair because it's teams that they're all on like similar playing field. They're all in the playoffs, and all of those guys are putting up similar numbers. Most of the time, MVP is pretty fair in that regard. But it seems like with the Defensive Player of the Year thing, he is such an anomaly. And the fact that we're the best NBA team or we're the best defensive team in the NBA when he's on the court versus one of the last when he's off the court, I just feel like you need to give it to him. Like, it's just give it to him. We're not talking about overall MVP, most valuable player. We're talking about Defensive Player of the Year, one facet of the game. He got that on lock. Give it to him. He probably should win it every year, if we're being real. This is probably going to be a normal occurrence. Bro, imagine women getting most improved player next year. God. Yeah, that would mean he had to have a crazy leap. Gosh, dude. this channel growing? It is, D-Lo. It is growing a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Just a little bit.
Offensively impact as Michael Jordan.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, he could because he's 7'6", so just throw the shit by the rim. Motherfucker, just
throw it up. Let me go get
like, I'm surprised.
He was like the first two-way, like, all-timer that, like, the defense may surpass the offense because the defense is so good.
You ain't ready for
like,
it. Sorry. Listen to Gangsta Boo, Eminem, Yellow Wolf earlier.
His offense is still incredible, but because, like, his defense is
that's what I said.
still considered a two-way, but it's not like our typical two-way players we talk about.
We're so mesmerized that we're not even paying attention.
When Wemby wins a ring, your channel gonna pop, bro. Dude, when the Spurs are just winning, this channel's going crazy. Can you imagine us in the playoffs? My God.
To his defense because he's so offensively skilled, right? We're not saying, well, damn, this motherfucker's like Rudy Gobert and damn Ben Wallace. Like, he's all of that in one. But because he shows so much flash and skill offensively, we're stuck here. Don't realize what is coming on this side.
I mean, but you talk about his ability to score in the paint, but that long-range game is going to keep improving as well as he gets older in this league.
Yeah.
And that was the thing, just even seeing him live. Just like,
imagine if YouTube was around in the 2000s. YouTube was around in the 2000s. Didn't YouTube become a thing in 2006? Research this.
why don't they throw him more lobs? But then it's like, all right, if he's got to go up and get those, then land in traffic, just the potential and risk of injury.
Motherfucker jumped 3 feet, man, off the ground. It was fucking 2 feet off the ground.
Yeah,
man.
so he took 11 threes last night?
Throw it up.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
just
Throw it up.
This will be an MVP.
2005. Oh, Hugo already said it. Yeah, 2005 just sounded. 2005.
But that's, I mean, for me, that's what's more scary, especially in this three-point driven league. Like, once he gets that.
Perfect.
YouTube was so easy. It was so easy to get big on YouTube in the 2000s. I swear. Like, you just needed one, like, popular video and you just grew like crazy. Now you have all the algorithm stuff and I mean, they had an algorithm then too, but like, it was so easy. Anybody could get big on YouTube. Now it's like,
How do you be in that MVP conversation next year?
Yeah.
Crazy stuff on YouTube back then. Yeah, it wasn't a better place. It wasn't a better place. It was just easier to get big. There were less creators. Well, also, I mean, YouTube, when it comes to like advertisements, they're very picky with who they give their algorithms to and stuff like that. Like back then, you didn't really have to worry about all that.
You're gonna have to.
Once he starts pulling up from long range.
Once he get a little stronger, it's over.
Once they realize the drive and dive and just throw it by the rim, there's nobody tall enough.
He's a cheat code.
There's nobody tall enough to throw a lob to him and they can deflect it out the air.
No.
Like they just throw it up and just
hold their head.
Well, that would mean Wemby also has to build quite a bit of strength so he can keep doing that consistently. It's going to be nasty. We're going to get so many easy shots. In the NBA, how tough it is to score. I know people say like defense sucks. I think offensive players just got a little bit better too. But you know how tough it is to score in the NBA. It's so nice to have that on your team. And I think it's also really nice to see, and I will not stop saying this to the day I'm gone, okay? It is so important that Popovich is coaching up every single guy on this team. The reason why back in 2014 that a lot of fans truly thought that we would be able to win and go to the playoffs even if we didn't have Duncan, Manu, and Tony was because every single player was coached so well. And you want that, and it's going to help so much that these other guys are coached up and they're playing efficiently. And then you add on top this generational talent. It's just going to be, it's going to be nasty, dude. Oh, man. I mean, this got to be the biggest Spurs fan channel. I checked into the Knicks fan channel after we got the upset. The channel is 75K. I can see this blowing up. Gosh, 75K. That would be nice. I would feel like a real YouTuber once I get to 30K. I'll feel legit. I'll feel legit at 30K. Yeah, I'll call myself a YouTuber at 30K. Good stuff though. Good stuff. I'm glad that they're giving us so much praise. Let's see. Is there anything else we need to listen to?
Drop it in.
like if Trae Young went there, it'd be a problem for the league.
Gosh.
It'd be a problem.
True. I'm glad I kept going.
Trae's gonna put so much pressure on the rim anyway, just driving, that the fact that you even think about trying to block him, he's just gonna lay that up.
Yeah.
That happened, dude. That happened against the Pelicans, right? Like against the Pelicans, there was so many times that they just closed in on Wemby and we got easy layups. Trae Jones got so many easy layups. My God. Yeah.
James Harden.
That's, I mean, so what, yeah, like
somebody like, you know, guys like that, James Harden, guys like James, Trae Young. Eek.
James will be a free agent.
He ain't going to no San Antonio.
But that's
From Atlanta?
yeah. But how,
Trae Young could go to San Antonio.
But how much of the appeal of being able to play with Wemby outweigh having to live in San Antonio full time?
Man,
I mean,
go play with that boy.
He live in Atlanta.
Like,
Anyways, good stuff. Great stuff. Let's see what people have to say. I've seen this person before. If Wemby don't win Defense Player of the Year, I don't know what to say about the NBA. True. Wemby would be the first player with quadruple double and quintuple double. I can never say that. NBA history, mark my words. Gosh, it's nice that everyone actually likes Wemby. There's not one person that don't like Wemby. Like, if you dislike Wemby, like, unironically, by the way, if you dislike Wemby and you're hating on Wemby, I think it says a lot about yourself. I don't just say that about anybody, but Wemby's one of those guys, like, why would you hate him so much? There's like very few people that do, but if you hate him to a large degree, it kind of says something about you more than anything else. Because he's kind of hard to hate. Sohan, I get it, right? Like, I like Sohan. I get it. I get everyone hating Sohan. But hating Wemby, I don't know. Britney fans? Britney fans are kind of insane. So, yes, it says something about you if you hate Wemby. I stand by that. Britney fans are weird. They're really weird. Anyways, I forgot about that. Yeah, we all forgot about the Britney stuff. Bobo pretty salty about Wemby too. I don't know. I don't tolerate Sohan hate, and we'll go on rants when needed. Yep. Reaper says, "Sir, you ate a real YouTuber? You ate a real YouTuber? Are you saying I ain't a real YouTuber? That's fine. I don't care." Rockets and Chet fans only. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. I'm talking about those people that really hate him. Like, I want him hurt. Like, I can't stand him. Like, I don't judge people as much if they're talking about Draymond or something like that, where it's like this guy actively tries to hurt other people. But like Wemby, even if Wemby wasn't on the Spurs, I wouldn't sit here and trip about him. Let's see. Some LeBron fans. Yeah. Ha, sorry, you are a real YouTuber. Oh, okay. It said 8, so I just thought you said ain't. And I'm like, okay, I don't care. Thank you, though. I appreciate you. Wishing injuries is just being a bad person. Yeah, that's what well, I don't know. I also would go as far as to say if you like obsessively like dislike him and always discredit him and always saying he's trash and all, I think it's something about you. Like, it's something weird going on with you. Okay.
Welcome to the brand.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I know you guys heard. I know you guys heard the first second of that, and you do not want to hear this man speak. But he's trying to redeem himself, I think. Okay, he's trying to redeem himself. This video says Draymond Green changed his mind on Victor Wembanyama. Did he just? This is his channel, is it? It's literally his channel, the Draymond Green Show. Do people produce this? Why is it Draymond Green changed his mind on Victor Wembanyama? It's you talking. Why are you? What? Clan the Spurs fan gives praise to Jeremy Sohan. Like, what are we doing? I don't know. Maybe it's an algorithm thing. Like, people type in Draymond Green and I don't know.
Brand new Draymond Green Show YouTube channel. Hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our content. By the way, I know I said on here a little while back that Wemby shouldn't be the defensive player of the year. And
yeah, it made no sense. It made no sense whatsoever. We ranted about it. It made no sense. It was dumb. It was a dumb take. Oh, it was so bad. Likes hearing himself talk. And everyone in some degree likes to hear themselves talk, right?
And I lied. Wemby should.
He always uses those titles? Okay.
Should be the defensive player of the year because he is that amazing defensively. But they just suck. And I love Coach Pop. I think I've shared that with you all before.
Okay, I know you guys get on to me for stopping every few seconds. Okay, we're gonna let it play a little bit more, but can I just say something? What has changed since he first said he shouldn't win Defensive Player of the Year, and now, literally, what has changed? Nothing has changed at all. Wemby is still putting up the same numbers. He's still having the same amount of impact. What has changed? They won a couple more games? Like, what has changed? I really want to know what changed to make him change his mind on this. I am fully for people admitting that they were wrong, changing their minds on stuff. But when he initially said this, his whole point was, well, I think that the guys who win the game should be rewarded. That's all that matters, is winning games. Winning games is what matters. That's who gets Defensive Player of the Year. He should just wait his turn. And it seemed like he was acknowledging that Wemby was the best defensive player in the league at that time. So what has changed? I hope he answers that. I really want to know what changed.
Or like, absolutely love Coach Pop. And if I'm honest, I'm still a little hurt because I didn't get a chance to hug Coach Pop in the game. Didn't get a chance to talk to him before the game and after the game. Everything was kind of going on. I got a signed Wemby jersey for DJ, which was absolutely exciting.
What? I got a signed Wemby jersey for DJ? For Dejounte Murray? I'm so confused. Can somebody... Oh, his son. Okay. Woo. I'm like, you got a signed Wemby jersey for Dejounte Murray. Why did you do that? Dejounte could have got it himself. Why? He was so excited about it. I was like, what? Okay, his son. Okay.
One that he can hang in his bedroom and for the next 15 to 20 years.
Okay, dude, isn't this so funny? Just, all right, keep the context that he's talking about Dejounte Murray for his son. No. Let's just pretend like he's talking about Dejounte Murray. Now listen to what he says.
I didn't get a chance to hug Coach Pop in the game. Didn't get a chance to talk to him before the game and after the game. Everything was kind of going on. I got a signed Wemby jersey for DJ, which was absolutely exciting. One that he can hang in his bedroom, and for the next 15 to 20 years, he'll be watching arguably the best player in the league with his jersey on the wall. So I was very excited about that, and probably a little.
I'm sorry, I'm stupid. I'm sorry. I'm immature. I'm just thinking like he's talking about Dejounte Murray, like this grown man. Like, I'm sorry.
To get that for DJ, that I didn't get a chance to hug Coach Pop and embrace him, and that's my guy. Absolutely love him. One of the golden guys. Got that goal together, and the relationship.
You said can't trash talk to your son's favorite player. Oh. Well, you think that's why he changed his mind?
Relationship built there will last a lifetime. So I'm very thankful for Coach Pop, and I'm sorry that I didn't get a chance to say hi from a distance, and it just missed me at the end of the game. Still salty about that. Anyway, Wemby is definitely the defensive player of the year. The way he impacts the game, both on the defensive end, whether it's off the ball, on the ball, it's a problem. When you start driving to the hole, and like guys may have a layup, maybe not, and they just turn out and go the other way, that's a problem. And that's
what has changed. I might need to fast forward a little bit. Like a screen, you go to set a screen. Yeah, we know he's like phenomenal. What changed? What made you change your mind? Get a layup and you see, yeah. Let's also talk about how many of those Wemby has this year, where I saw one last Christian Braun where they just ignore him. I get it. What changed your mind?
Guess what? You get it back, you kick it out, you hit a three. Offensive rebound, kick it out, hit a three. Right? Like, that's essentially.
He played him? Didn't he see him during, like, he's seen him already.
The same thing. And so, with what Wemby, and, you know, I say that, take it with a grain of salt. Obviously, team record matters. And everybody who say team record don't matter is a lie. It definitely matters. And they're not quite that good. Not quite Wemby's fault. But you kind of had to be that bad in order to get Wemby. And I think that San Antonio team has some pieces, a few pieces, not many, but a few pieces around Wemby. And that's not counting like a Zach Collins, right? Like Zach Collins is a vet. He's going to be around, like, and you need good vets like that, solid.
Dude, I'm so confused, guys. Nope, he was suspended. Okay. But he's not talking about the game with the war. He's talking about another game that he saw Wemby play.
You know what you're gonna get every night. But you know, you got like KJ, Keldon, Johnson. You got Devin Vassell, Trey Jones. You know, I think Trey Jones is a good point guard in this league. Not necessarily.
Don't you disrespect?
Not necessarily a starter.
Don't you disrespect?
Any good team.
Is he gonna say?
You know, if you're gonna have a chance to win championships, you need it.
Is he gonna say Sohan?
Really good backup, and Trey Jones is absolutely that.
Well,
so I think they got a few pieces around him, but they need to fill out a lot of other pieces, and then also figure out.
Sohan's literally you, bro. Okay.
We want teams to look like, what's the best look of a team around Wemby? You know, like you look at LeBron James.
What are we talking, dude? I just want to know. Look, Draymond Green changes his mind on Victor Wembanyama as Defensive Player of the Year. What made you change your mind? That's all I really want to know with this. Like, everything that he's saying, we've already said. Many people have already said. I just want to know what made Draymond Green change his mind. Was it really that game? Because that makes me believe that he didn't actually watch Wemby play this season. Like, he watched him play that game, and he saw how he affected Christian Braun, and then he's like, okay, yeah. Because he had... Is this right after the 9-block game? Was this after the 9? Yeah, it was after... This had to be right after the 9-block game. So... The 9-block game changed your mind. Wemby didn't Wemby have 10 blocks earlier this season? So what changed? Yes. Okay, so this is after the 9 block. What changed? He had 10 earlier. And after his 10, you still said he wasn't Defensive Player of the Year. I wish he would. I don't know. I mean, because it really just comes down to, like, usually when you change your mind on something, you have more evidence, right? To give a more sound opinion on things. Like, I've changed my mind on certain things, right? Like, I wasn't 100% sure a couple seasons ago that if Devin Vassell would be anything more than kind of the role player that he is, that he'll always take a back seat. And I was proven wrong. Like, this season, there's so much more that he showed, in my opinion, of him changed during this season, right? I had... You know, I didn't really believe in Keldon as much as far as what people thought that he would be. I thought he was just a role player, and that opinion has stayed the same. And it would take a major shift for me to change it. What made Draymond Green change his mind that Victor Wembanyama was Defensive Player of the Year? Every single thing that he's saying was already the case before. The Spurs suck. They still suck. Wemby has a crazy impact. He has since day one. What has changed? It's not like he said this during like the preseason. This is literally just a couple weeks ago that he said this, right? What changed?
Always going to be some shooters on the floor, right?
There's more videos coming out of different media saying they're changing their mind. And you know what's unfortunate about that is literally speaking heads can just say Wemby's Defensive Player of the Year, and now his odds are better, which I want his odds to be better, but I hate that they have this much power where they just say, objectively, I think he's Defensive Player of the Year.
Like, over the course of his years, you know, the Mike Millers, the James Jones, the J.R. Smiths, Kyle Korver, the list goes on and on and on.
You're right, Michael. Let him speak his mind and you'll know. Okay, maybe he'll say, you're right.
You know, when they won a championship with the Lakers, Kyle Kuzma was that shooter. You know, and so what are the teams going to look like around Wemby? And I think that's an important one. But I changed my stance. Wemby probably should be Defensive Player of the Year. What he's doing defensively, dude had 9 blocks last night. Like,
it really is the 9 blocks. He had 10 blocks. He has like 20. Guys, keep this in mind. All right, let's just keep things in context. All right, he has like 22 games. He's had 22 games with 5 or more blocks, opposed to Rudy Gobert, who has 3 games with 5 or more blocks. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Like,
that's against the Denver Nuggets, best team in the NBA. 9 blocks. Like, man, that's affecting the game. And again, Wemby's not a liability on defense. Like, he's not just getting blocks, you know? Like, some guys just get blocks, you know? Guys come weak side, get blocks. Like, but you can pick on them. You can't really pick on Wemby, and dude can switch. Like, he's 7'4", can move his feet.
Dude, he's just saying stuff we already know already. I know you guys say, like, just let him talk, but hold on. Create me a son in the lab. What? Wait, what? Okay, hold on. Maybe I don't need to skip this. What?
His feet. I don't know what lab he was created in, but I need to go create me a son in that lab because dude is unbelievable.
Okay.
And I was tired as hell after that game because with Wemby, every possession you have to like be on because the moment he gets a slight advantage, right? Like, say if I relax and he duck in the paint, guess what?
So this does come down to when did the Spurs, guys? I'm getting so mixed in with when we played who. When did the Spurs play? So this is about him actually playing Wemby. Gosh, you needed personal experience to come up with this tape. When everybody knew this already. When the heck did they even play? When was the last time they played? Okay, they played the Warriors right before the Nuggets. Okay. So it was after seeing him. Man, that's ridiculous. It should not take all that. We shouldn't have to get on the court with Wemby to see how great he is. This is crazy.
What? You done. Because he's so, his angles to the rim with his lane. There's nothing you can do at that point. So with him, whether he's at the three-point line, you have to be on because guess what? If he catch it and he start raising up, man, I had a couple contests on Wemby threes.
Oh my God.
And I'm talking about they were monster contests. Like I'm pretty good at contesting jump shots. That's one of my specialties on the defensive end. I come up with some blocks on threes. Like, man, I had a couple monster contests on Wemby. I was nowhere near the ball. And I thought that was very interesting. So with Wemby, at all times, no matter where he is on the floor, you have to be on. And that is tiring as hell. And so I was exhausted after that game. Nonetheless, that was a big-time win for us.
All right, the NBA season.
Oh, my God. That scared the crap out of me. Oh, okay. So you guys told me just to wait and let him talk, and he'll tell me, right? Like, I waited. He didn't say anything. I figured he wouldn't because usually when you have, like, I changed my mind, you will tell why you changed your mind at the beginning. He didn't say anything. What was this? What was this? I'm glad that he changed his mind. But it makes me believe you didn't watch Wemby play at all, which I know that he's literally an NBA player. Okay, it's like Draymond Green. He has so many games, whatever, that he's playing in. But like, and he's busy. He's on the road. This podcast is just, you know, basically a hobby or something that he can set in stone for when he retired, that he can have this career outlet. So I get it. I understand why you do it, but like, why talk on stuff if you're not fully informed on it at all? And it's okay if you just weren't fully informed. I wish he would have just been like, look, I was wrong because I didn't see enough Wemby film. I was wrong. I watched more Wemby playing again, and then I played against him. Yes, yeah, he's defensive player of the year. I was just ill-informed time. But it's just like, gosh, dude, you didn't even say what it was. What made you change your mind to begin with? I don't know, guys. I told you he doesn't say, bro. You said that? I thought, oh wait, no, someone else told me to keep listening. Clan, stop pausing so much. Just listen to what he has to say. Listen to what the man has to say. Maybe he'll tell you if you just listen. He didn't tell me anything. Everything he said is what we've been saying. Draymond does sound like he wants to join Spurs Nation, though. No, he doesn't. He doesn't sound like he wants to join Spurs Nation. He's just giving a little praise. You expecting way too much from Draymond Green? I don't think that's a lie. When you say you change your mind, I would expect just for you to say why. I mean, he was like, I changed my mind. Now let me tell you everything about Victor Wembanyama that you already know. It's like, what changed? Now don't get me wrong, winning is important. Wembanyama is great. It's like, okay, we know. The way he kept saying I love Coach Pop. Of course he loves Coach Pop. He's been coached by Pop. His why was because he finally played Wemby. That is so... Aaliyah, do you know how annoying that is? Oh, that's so annoying. Shouldn't take all that. All right, done with this segment. I don't care anymore. This is why I'm not really into players doing podcasts in the middle of the season. Their takes often have, because they're not researching topics and just blabbering. But dude, like, there's players that could blab and it still come out better than what he said. Like, you can literally just do a Google search of Wembanyama's numbers and then compare them to Gobert, and it doesn't even have to be that much research. Like, literally like 2 to 5 minutes, and you'll be like, oh yeah, Wemby is better. I don't know. You're annoying yourself, clan? I don't know. I guess I am. Dre wants the piece of that Wemby nation. I don't think he cares that much. I don't think he'd be in the league that much longer, guys. All right, let's see. Oh, I had something else. What else did we have? I saved it on my phone. Give me a second. Oh. Okay, hold on. Forgot I had this. Let's see. Dude, somebody is honking their horn like crazy outside. Here, let's see. I think where is it? Oh, here's saved. Okay. Let's see. Let's see.
Could possibly be, Allen, at this point. Remember what Russell Westbrook did with...
Maybe not. Maybe we'll do it later. Perkins broke down Wemby's last game in a video. I like the way he talks about Wemby nowadays. He's hard to like dislike, you know what I mean? Like, it's certain players that are really good and they're kind of, there's some type of flaw to their game or something where you question some things, but Wemby is so intimidating and he's so humble with things, but also so confident, and it's just something you never seen before. It's hard for people to hate on it because you can't compare him to anybody, you know? You can't compare him to anybody. All right, this is a quickie. You guys want to see some team camaraderie? Let's see here. Apparently, wait, let me shout him out. Matt Lerma. Shout out to Matt Lerma. I think I follow him. Yep, I follow you. I follow you, Matt Lerma, if you're seeing this. He posted not City getting cooked. So this is posted by Devontae Graham, and City Sissoko is getting cooked. I don't know what he's getting cooked for, but we're going to see what he's getting cooked for. You'll see. Anything we can see right off the bat that would merit getting cooked? I don't think so. I think he looks... I think he looks quite well. I don't know why he... Jordan... not crazy about the Puma slides, but hey, it is what it is.
Basketball court. It's a basketball court? That's what that is? That shit weak as hell. The Puma shit weak.
Okay, so it was the Puma. Is Graham signed with Jordan or something? I have no idea. I don't know how this works. But I will say this. I absolutely adore every single time there's anything pertaining to them interacting with each other. Sweet Nintendo headphones, clan. You know these aren't Nintendo headphones. Why are you playing with me? You know these aren't Nintendo headphones. Big dub tonight. What's a big dub? But yeah, I love stuff like this. Dude, I'm going to say this, and I know this might be pretty controversial because he hasn't played a lot. Obviously, he hasn't really gotten a crazy amount of opportunity. But I truly do believe that our boy, City Sissoko, could potentially be running the bench unit. I wouldn't be angry in the future, right? That if he were to start and you had Sohan running the bench unit, because we know that Sohan in college with Baylor, he's accustomed to doing that. So he can come off the bench, he can be a sixth man, and he's so versatile that it doesn't really hurt much. And then with someone like City Sissoko, he's such a good defender and he's versatile. he might not be as versatile as Sohan. Like I would say Sohan can guard probably 2 through 4, and City Sissoko's closer to maybe 1 through 3. Maybe I don't know. That's a tough one. Because Sohan on occasion can guard centers, but not too often. And I think he can guard point guards pretty well, but not too often. Not especially those quick guards. Look, both of them are very versatile. I would say City is more of a point of attack defender. The only problem with him is sometimes he gets a little reckless defensively. He's not trying to hurt anybody or anything. I think it's just the way that he moves or the positioning of where he's at, that he gets a little too physical and he can get in foul trouble really fast. Like that's my biggest issue with him, is how quickly he can get in foul trouble. But if he can lay off the fouls, which he's managed to do that with Austin, he's done a really good job of limiting his fouls, and they went down like crazy since last season. I think if he can keep working on that, he will have a true place on the team. And I could truly see him either running a bench unit because of his passing ability, because of his versatility, or I could see him starting. And while I think Sohan is a better overall player, that just kind of brings a little bit more depth, being able to switch these guys out whenever you want. I don't know. I'm just really excited about it. I'm excited to see him and actually gelling with a team that's better, and him growing as a player as well. He's not ready yet, but I'm glad that we're at least seeing some minutes from City Sissoko during this late stage of the season. City still had the rookie vibes. He's nervous on the court and his movements look jagged. His just jaggedness, he kind of always had that a little bit, but his passing, I think he's not being as aggressive because he's trying to stay on the court, but by playing on your heels all the time, it's going to be hard to keep you on the court, right? Like you're going to be indecisive and you're not going to trust yourself. Like there's no threat in you scoring because you're going to constantly try to pass the ball up. So, Clan, what do you think about Mamu currently? I like Mamu. I've always liked Mamu. I think he's a high basketball IQ player. He's just one of those where if we don't have room for him, if we don't have a place for him, then I don't want him like wasting his time or anything. But I think he's a really good player. Yeah, I think he's a really good player. We're gonna see. We're gonna be able to assess who should stay, who should go, like near the end of the season, I think, and that'd just be a better overall. Like, okay, things are over. How did people end? Because there's a few more games left for us to even assess, right? Like there's a few more, and Mamu, he's on and off, but he plays pretty high basketball, or has high basketball IQ, so I'm always for it. So how many Spurs players we got playing for the country in the Olympics? I don't know. I don't know that at all. Wemby and Mamu combo was great. Way better than Wemby and Sohan, in my opinion. I guess. The thing is, Sohan just brings so much more than Mamu, I think, especially defensively. But yeah, Sohan isn't I think Mamu might be a slightly more versatile passer, but I don't know. It's not enough. Like, it's such a small, keep in mind, dude, it's such a small sample size, right? Like, we've seen Wemby and Sohan grind it out during games and do a pretty good job. Wemby and Mamu, it's such a small sample size for us to say, like, Wemby and Mamu is a better duo than Wemby and Sohan. Like, I don't know. And keep in mind, Mamu's older, and he's more of a polished player. Oh, July. Mamu's game is so polished. He's a team player with high energy. Yeah, like if I'm being completely honest, with Sohan being so young and Wemby being so young, any veteran on the court with Wemby would look better than Wemby and Sohan. Like, seasoned veteran would look better. Seriously. And then we would just be like, oh, but they're better. It's like, let it play out. I mean, if they had as much playing time as him and Sohan, maybe, but then we could be able to say. I don't know. I thought you said Sohan was Draymond's stats. This season's stats say otherwise. How he let Draymond old butt outdo him in steals, rebounds, and assists, and blocks. that still stands, right? Like I said, Sohan has Draymond stats based on where Draymond was in his career. Like Draymond's second year and Sohan's second year, their stats are nearly identical. That's what I said. That still stands. That doesn't change. Draymond is a better player than Sohan. But like, if we're going back in time and we're trying to compare, I could see Sohan being on the track of being more closer to a Draymond Green than anything. Like, if we can't compare him to Draymond Green, who do we compare him to, right? Like, seriously. If you can't compare Sohan to Draymond Green, then who are we even comparing him to? Nobody? No. Draymond is a vet. Sohan is a second-year player. Why are people trying to hate on Sohan? I don't know. But, yeah, you can't... Yeah, Sohan ain't nowhere near Draymond. Sohan is a sophomore player. Of course he's not Draymond. Of course he's not Draymond. Draymond is 8'7", Sohan is 12'6". I'm not even worried about that's true, but I'm not even worried about that. Right now, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell, especially with Draymond. Draymond defensively is still really good. It's still kind of hard to tell right now. But I'm not saying Sohan is prime Draymond Green, okay? I'm just saying when Draymond Green was in his second year in the NBA versus Sohan in his second year, their stats are nearly identical. Also, Draymond Green was older than Sohan during his second year. So, there's that. When Mamu gets minutes, he delivers. He did a good job. I like Mamu. You know what actually really shocked me was Mamu and Zach Collins, man. I really liked them gelling. It's going to be really hard to balance this come off season because we obviously need to keep Don Barlow, right? But man, oh man, Zach Collins and Mamu look good together. If you need someone close in age, Sohan is comparable to Franz Wagner. That's my hot take. Wemby is being so young and so good, he makes normal players' progression look slow. It's sad for Sohan. That's true too. Sohan was getting so much praise last season, and I guarantee you if Wemby wasn't here, he would still be getting that praise. But yeah, because Wemby's so good, everyone else is under like a microscope. I mean, we got people calling Devin Vassell trash. Good stuff. Good stuff. When did the Spurs play again? Because we gotta go live. Let me see. Sunday? Post-game interviews, Clan? Okay. You can catch one. Okay. All right. We have to see what Goat Pop has to say about Wembanyama. I don't know. He's probably just talking about the whole team, right? That's disrespectful. I should have said the whole team. Now, before we hear what Popovich has to say, big shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this video, this live stream, and this channel for the entire season. I tell you guys this all the time. You use my link in the description, you'll receive 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,500. That means if you put in, I don't know, $100, right? You'll get $125 to play with. Just use the link in my description. Or if you, hold on, here's the math. You put in $500, you get $1,250 to play with. I'm pretty sure the math is right on that. So you'll get 125% bonus. Another thing too to keep in mind is that I'm giving away $125 to the first 5 people. So it'll be 25 each, but you'll get a free $25 to play on BetUS. All you have to do is be the first 5 to message me on Twitter. So just send me a message on Twitter and then put in there your account number. So your BetUS account number. Use the link in my description and then send me your BetUS account number. Not your bank account number. Don't do nothing stupid. All right, just send me your BetUS account number. And also, just to show a few of the bets here. Let's see. I was looking at that. The NCAA one. You see, men's Final Four most outstanding player. There's a Bronny James one, which is interesting nonetheless. But if you guys want to make a bet, all you have to do is click this money line here, and then what'll pop up is risk versus win. So you put in whatever you want to risk, man, whether it's $5, $10, whatever, and see what your earnings are, and you just place that bet. It's super easy. Link in my description. Once again, shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this video.
BetUS, America's favorite sportsbook and casino. Live betting and racebook. We're celebrating 30 years with a historic offer. A 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits. Plus 10% gambler's insurance. Get started today. BetUS, where the game begins.
All right, so let's see here. I love it when you call me Greg Papa. All right, let's see what Pop got to say. Hold on, this is only 1 minute and 27 seconds, so I'm just gonna put it on normal. We don't have to speed this up. Oh gosh, this is gonna suck. Oh God. Okay. I'll try my best to translate.
Played well. Our physicality picked up in the second half.
Okay, I can hear him now.
And just the contributions from, a lot of guys that haven't played a lot. Dejounte was superb. Sandro was superb coming off the bench. Julian's been playing, but he had a great game. 4 blocks. But overall, it took, a good number of people to keep up the energy. And we started out slow in the first half, but the second half came around, physically played better.
Club record 42nd time with 30 or more assists. Is that just the?
Well, they've done that all year. Yeah. Very unselfish group. We've been a great assist team all year.
Popovich doesn't get enough credit. I'm gonna keep giving him credit. I don't care. Okay, we gotta enjoy this while we got him, because these types of coaches don't just grow on trees. Okay, this team, not only with our front office finding guys that are unselfish and buying into the culture, but it's at a point now that is so ingrained in being a San Antonio Spur that it's starting to make the coach's job easy, like all of our coaches' jobs easy. Because before, people, because this is one thing that always got me, like people would always bring up, well, you don't have Tim Duncan no more, so that's not gonna fly, right? Like almost as if Tim Duncan being here is the only reason why people bought into the culture, which a big chunk of that is true. Obviously, like you have a superstar talent like Duncan, you're winning championships, you're winning multitude of games, and he's sitting there and he's taking some of the heat from Pop and the coaching staff or whatnot. Like, who are you not to? I understand that, but after you create and you cement a legacy like Popovich has cemented, guys that come in, they're not going to just sit here and scoff at it and say, no, I'm bigger than this, I'm better than this. You will have guys that literally don't even necessarily fit with the culture of the San Antonio Spurs that well and not talk trash until they leave, because while they're there, they're trying their best to buy into it. Like the legacy is cemented, and Duncan, he's there around for like practice sometimes, but he's not there anymore. It's just so nice to know that I do believe this. Even after Popovich leaves, he retires or whatnot, I think that the San Antonio Spurs will still be in a pretty decent place when it comes to like cultural impact on players. I truly do believe that. As long as our front office is still doing their thing. And Popovich, whoever takes over, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a Popovich approved guy as well. He's going to vouch for him. I truly do believe that.
And we did a little bit better job tonight, not turning it over as much as we do when we lose.
That's a good point too. George Gervin helped. Silas helped instill this mentality before Pop came around. Thankfully, Pop just embodied it 100%. That's a good point. That's fine. That's a fine point too. George Gervin was pretty freaking humble, wasn't he?
And we shot it fairly well, I think. I didn't look at the final stats.
Trademark of this team, just never, down by 15, just never.
I gotta follow you on IG. I'm in Austin. Women who know sports out here are rare. Wyman? Wyman? Oh, you're talking about Aaliyah? He's talking about Aaliyah. I was like, I'm not a woman.
Back, checking it in.
No, they've never done that. They try to play for the whole 48. We're not as consistent as we need to be, but that'll come as the future, approaches.
All right, that was good. That was good stuff. Pop, shut up. Pop's about to talk again. Shut up. I actually missed what he said at the end.
But that'll come as the future. They try to play for the whole 48. We're not as consistent as we need to be, but that'll come as the future, approaches.
They're bought in. He's won so many championships, they just buy in. They just buy into everything. You're going into the practice facility every day. You're seeing those banners up. You're going to buy in. It's inevitable. You're going to buy in. It'll be ridiculous not to buy in. Malik Rose's interview was great, talking about Duncan and Pop back in the day. Okay, we're going to have to get to that next time. You think they hold on to Bassie when he gets healthy? I don't know. We could get much in trade considering his injury. You're getting nothing. All right? You're getting nothing. I think they will. It's so tough because I guess it's just a matter of how much they believe in his recovery. Maybe it is just 2 freakish years and he'll be fine from now on, but it just seems like every single time. Every single time. But we definitely need him. Like, we need a backup defensive center. Like, we need it so desperately. Poor Bassie. I know, man. Clan said, I'm a woman. Yeah, I was like, dang. I was like, that's kind of, I don't know. It's not an insult necessarily. I mean, it's like one of those things that I'm not insulted if I was a woman. I'm not insulted, but like, I feel like you're trying to insult me, which makes it insulting. Oh snap! I already forgot about Bassie. Yeah, he's an archetype we actually need, and that's what makes everything so unfortunate. And he was playing really well early on. He looked pretty good early on, so I don't know. We'll see. Enough of that. Gosh, how many things did we go over? What's today? Jeez. Clan, you gotta get the Wemby Funko when it drops. There's one Wembanyama Funko Pop. Oh. Is this it? When does it drop? When does it drop? You guys know I got plenty of Funkos. I got one right here. Look, got a little Rick. Got a lot of these. Yeah, I did not know Wemby's getting a Funko soon. Funko Pop figure, a Wembanyama Funko Pop figure is on its way. San Antonio Spurs fans will soon rush to their local stores to get their own Victor Wembanyama Funko Pop figure. The widely popular figurine line announced that a Wembanyama Funko Pop is soon joining its NBA basketball series. Figure will be number 174 in the series. He will join the past Spurs to get his own pop figures like David Robinson, George Gervin, Tim Duncan, Kawhi Leonard, and the team's mascot, the Coyote. The release date for the Wembanyama is unknown. What pose do you want to see Wembanyama? I think I saw, didn't I see, or was this made up? Oh, this is 3 months ago, so this is made up. Look at this one. I heard it was dropping in May. Glenn, I think the next you got to start getting into interviews, bro. I feel like that's the natural next step for the channel. Interviews, that would be cool. I kind of like what I'm doing though. Dude, that would be cool if it looked like this. I don't know if it makes much sense though, if I'm being real. Yeah, I don't know if this makes that much sense. He doesn't do this pose. Do that, but with an alien head. Yeah, like it's literally just an alien with a jersey on. That would be cool. That's really cool though. I'm glad that they're doing this. I'm glad that he's getting a Funko Pop. Nice. That's a big announcement. That is a big announcement. It's gonna sell out pretty quick, I'm assuming, right? It's got to be the T-pose, one with two. Oh, yeah, that would be cool. Did you hear about his shoes coming out in May? Yeah, those look, oh my gosh. I don't like buy shoes that often. But these look really cool, like really cool. Hold on. Yeah, check these out. These are sweet. These are really sweet. Isn't it weird that like his whole nickname came from LeBron out of all people? Like it was not like a real like natural nickname. Like it literally came from LeBron. LeBron was the first to say it, right? I'm pretty sure he was. Those finna sell like hotcakes. Dude, I can't. How much you think they are? They're gonna cost? I don't know. They look cool. I wouldn't. I would, but like it would be a statement piece with everything because I don't wear green. So like I would have to have like more plain colors and then have this on as a statement piece. I don't know. I'm just now getting into fashion, guys. Give me some slack. Player 1 would have been a decent nickname. True. Hey, he took it and branded it. He did. Or his people did. Huh. It looks nice though. He got a nickname really quick. Cause when did James get King James? Did he get it this early? Like did he get it like his first year in the league? Does anyone know? Is anyone in the chat gonna cop the shoes? Oh, is there $170? I guess that's, I don't know. That shoe is mid. I think the back part is what's the selling point because that looks really cool. I don't think any of these shoes are worth $200. I'm a bigger Clan fan knowing you're not into fashion like that. Oh, I'm actually getting into fashion. I don't care. I just don't care about shoes like that. King James, I think, second year. Okay, so they did King James' second year. They gave LeBron way better designs his rookie year. Now, did they though? I guess. I just don't see the appeal of some of these shoes, man. Apparently these are the first signature LeBron James shoes. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I don't think so. I think Wemby's better. I don't know. I'm not a sneakerhead. I don't like the color. It looks like alien's goo. I mean, it's green like alien. LeBron too were tough. Had those in elementary school. Guys, I have no idea the name of shoes. I don't know. I don't know. I got checked and made fun of for wearing Shaqs. I don't know. I didn't know shoes. I just wore whatever. I don't know. Hey, you guys. Hey, you sleeping on the Shaqs though? Hold on. Shaq shoes. You sleeping on the Shaqs, I think. Maybe. Yeah, I think. Hold on. I'm trying to find the ones. Did I have? I think they were red. Was it these? It was one of these two. Were they red or blue? I think these might have been the ones I had. Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. Hold on, let me open a new image. Yeah, I had these. Yeah. Nah, W Shack making affordable shoes for kids. Yeah. Yeah, look at these. I think these are the ones I had. Yeah. And I got made fun. You know what's funny though? Literally just changed this logo to Jordan, and now all of a sudden these shoes are great and every kid should have them. Like, come on, get out of here. Dumb. It's dumb. I'd rather wear Reeboks from AI than Shaq. Oh, dude, my brother had. Oh my God, my brother had these Allen Iverson shoes. Did every single Allen Iverson shoe have like the images in the side of it? He had some shoes that were so cool. Or the sole of the shoe. Hold on. Shoe sole. Gosh, I can't find it. It might have been these. But the soles of the shoe had like literally like Allen Iverson images on it. You know what I'm talking about? It was like black and white. I remember it. What if I type in? Hold on, just go to YouTube. 1997. I guess it was 1997. Gosh, 1997. I would have remembered that. I don't know. I would have been like 3 years old. 1997. Allen Iverson shoes. No, these don't show. Sorry, I'm like. What if I say review?
You know what I think every time I look at this right now?
Let's see. Wait. Gosh, he's not showing the inside. Tongue, outro, upper. Oh no, it's not on these. Yeah, but it was like the soul of it had like all of his images on it. Like it was like highlights of nothing but Allen Iverson. It was so cool. Gosh. The step over Reebok answer fours. What are you talking about? You think it was inside of these? I have no idea. I don't know. I'm giving up now. I don't think they looked like this though. Them Iversons were nice. Status when I was younger. Yeah. Isn't Wemby partnered with Louis Vuitton? Yeah. He is. Anyways, just take my word for it. I don't know why I can't find them, but in the sole of the shoes, it had like images of Allen Iverson. It was really cool. And I hate that I can't show you it because I can't find it anymore. Wait, is this? Wait, maybe this is it. Should I just open and... Hold on. Oh, they disappeared. Oh, wait, here it is. No, these don't have it. Yeah, these don't have it. Oh well. Actually, they aren't that expensive. 11 and a half. I wear 13. They're actually not that expensive if you want to get the old Allen Iversons. That would be pretty cool. That might be kind of cool to like start getting like some old shoes. Not many people are wearing. That would be nice. Yeah. Chino, look up the Chingo Bling boots. What is this? This is real? This is real? What? Fire, right? It just has a Nike sign on. Like, it just has a Nike sign on it. This is sad. What is this? It's real out there. Cop them. Cop these? What am I gonna wear them with? I don't dress like this. Some with Jordan and Texas symbol. He's trolling. Yeah, I know he's trolling. He's July. Hold on, here's some. This is the one you mean. Look at that. God, that's ugly. God, that's ugly. Wow. Wow. Never seen something uglier than that. Clan hating. I really am. I'm really hating. Like, I'm really hating on these. They're really trash. All right, done with the segment. I'm done. Mexicans in Texas can't stand that guy? Oh, I have no idea who he is. All right, really quick. Look, it's super late. Here, let me talk to you guys about this. Where is it? Twitter. All right. This is unfortunate. I would just like to say J. Cole came out with some BS. Hold on. I'm not judging the entire album. I'm only judging 2 songs. But here's the thing. When you get dissed by Kendrick Lamar, and you want to come back, every single bar that you spit is going to be scrutinized. So what you can't do is come up with A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, M, N, O, P. That's little me in the classroom asking what's L. That you can't do that. The project is fire. I didn't listen to the rest of it. I'm only going off of a few bars. Oh, it was BS. Come on now, Clan. Give credit where it's due. What? This bar? Give credit to this bar? I don't know what to tell you. 7-minute drill. Oh, okay. Yeah, so 7-minute drill. Yeah, okay. If we want to just focus on 7-minute drill, if that's what you're talking about, I don't think it was that good. I'll be honest. I just don't think it was that good. I feel like if you get hit by Kendrick, you need to come a little bit harder. Like, he could have either, if he didn't want to take like big swings or uppercuts, you could have easily just shown off your skill. And I didn't think he really did that. I feel like it was very half-hearted. And the whole thing of saying, well, this album you had sucked. This album was good, but this one was trash. And this one was good, but this one made people sleep. It just felt like a huge projection, because that's the same criticism that J. Cole has gotten over the years, is that his albums cause you to go to sleep. They make you sleepy. That's the criticism that entire time. So the fact that he tried to use that against Kendrick was kind of weird and kind of lame. Kendrick is very much so relevant. It was just very strange how he went about this, and some of the stuff that he said regarding Kendrick Lamar. It was just like, I don't know. And then we wouldn't be talking about you if you weren't dissing. Kendrick isn't. If Kendrick Lamar released an album, everyone would be talking about it. Like, it's not. He's not irrelevant. And then to just say, well, I don't care about Grammys anyway. It just felt like I don't know. Cole said it's a warning shot. Don't stop with the warning. Stop. Just diss. If you're gonna diss, just diss. We don't need warning shots. Just diss. You know what Eminem's warning shot was? It was literally called warning shot to Mariah Carey. That was a warning shot. What is this? It was just one. Oh, it's just a warning shot. It's just, hey, you watch it, mister. You watch. No. A warning shot, you got to shoot something. Good God. Eminem's warning shot was ridiculous. That's a warning shot. That's rap. Not this, well, I'm just going to kind of tiptoe around. Like, he literally just said, yeah, there is no big three. I'm just better than you. You suck. I'm better than you. And then J. Cole came back with, well, your albums weren't that good. What? I'm saying this with all due respect, okay? Kendrick's worst album is on the level of J. Cole's best. And I'm not trying to say J. Cole's a bad. This is just how good Kendrick is. This is how good Kendrick is. He's showing respect. K-Dot is not Mariah Carey, my brother. Kendrick Lamar said, I'm better than you. It's not even close. All bets are off. You don't have to, that's like I said, you don't have to swing as far as doing uppercuts. You don't have to go low blow. You don't have to do all that. You don't have to do anything. But you know what? J. Cole did put some stuff in there. What is this? Hold on. We can just bring up the lyrics. J. Cole. Showing respect. I disagree that it was just showing. He started off. Listen to this. Let's see. It's a cold world. Keep the heat under your seat. I got a phone call. They say there's somebody dissing. You want some attention? It comes with extensions. My dog say the word. He on BS. He itching. I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, that's just showing. He's just showing a little bit of respect. What are we talking about? It's like, if you're gonna send shots, just send shots, or just do a verse where you're really showing how good you are. But these aren't good. These aren't good. This is bare minimum. Dude, there's many rappers that could have came out with this. I came up in the Ville, so I'm good with the tension. He's still doing shows, but he fell off like The Simpsons, which doesn't make sense because Simpsons just won an Emmy. Your first ish was a classic. Your last ish was tragic. Mr. Morale wasn't tragic. But whatever. I think public opinion might... They didn't really like Mr. Morale that much. But I thought it was some pretty good bangers on that song, on that album. Your second ish put To Sleep. And this might be... I think he's talking about To Pimp a Butterfly, which is a classic album. I think that's the one he's talking about. Regardless, it doesn't make sense. But they gassed it. And to me, this just seems like he's projecting a little bit. Your third ish was Massive, and that was your prime. And I think he's talking about that. And then he was like, I was trailing right behind, and I just now hit mine. You're still behind Kendrick. Look, dude. Look. Oh, look. I always saw J. Cole as on like the level of like Joey Badass, like rappers like that. And I feel like Kendrick, when we're talking about Kendrick Lamar, as far as his cadences, how he can just switch up a flow, as far as his content, as far as how he can look deeper into like certain issues, his rhyme schemes, just everything, how you're glued to every word that he has to say, and especially when he's going in on a verse. There's levels to it, and I see Kendrick on the level of like the Tupacs, the Eminems, like he's on that level as far as his talent wise. And I feel like J. Cole is like a tier or two under that. And that's fine. That's totally fine. That doesn't mean you can't win a rap beef. Like, you can definitely win a rap beef, but you need to come out with something and not you fell off like The Simpsons and your albums weren't that good. And I know you got a Grammy, but I don't care about that. Like, seriously? It's even worse that Kendrick took all that time to release that boring last album. I don't care. Kendrick Lamar is a phenomenal. His big hit early on was literally about substance abuse. Like he's I just saw somebody say, "Oh, you were the same person." He's fake deep. He is not fake deep. We don't misuse that term. Kendrick Lamar is not fake deep. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was a pretty lame. And if you're doing warning shots, do warning shots. Okay, a warning shot means I got some on you. You better watch it. You better like you got to actually shoot a warning shot. Okay. It's not a warning brandish. It's not like I'm just brandishing a weapon. You gotta do a warning shot. Mariah Carey versus Eminem was a real beef. Well, obviously Eminem went against real rappers and destroyed careers. Like I can give better examples. I'm just saying Eminem literally has a diss track called Warning Shot to Mariah Carey, in which that's what a warning shot looks like. And it ain't nothing sweet. That's a warning shot. That's a watch it. He ended that. Hold on, we can actually look up the warning. This is an insane song. Well, it's called The Warning. But he ended it with, there's a warning shot before I blow up your whole spot. Think I'm bluffing. I release everything you got. Everything I got. Let me see. I'm not gonna do this any justice if I just read it off. You gotta listen to it. It's absolutely like ridiculous though. The stuff that he went in on her. It was bad. Mariah Carey did fire back with All I Want for Christmas Is You. No, she actually fired back with a lawsuit, and now Eminem can't say her name in any song anymore. That's what came out of that. Bro, Cole ain't done. He wants to see how serious K-Dot is about this because all low-key friends but view the raps as sport. How serious is Kendrick? I don't know. I don't know. Well, I want to see how serious he is. So like, I start off the song with saying I got killers that like will literally murder you, and then say that all your albums suck. Yeah, this is just a little love tap. It was just weak. Look, he's going at Kendrick, which I respect. That's fine. But J. Cole, and I think the reason why I'm getting more upset about this, because J. Cole is better than this. If you just want to put it on surface level and just look at the rhyme scheme, this is very bare bones. Like, this is very weak. Dude, I came up with the veil, so I'm good with this tension. You can go soft if you want to say, okay, dude, he doesn't really want to go in on it. Then just show your rap skills. This isn't that good. I'm good with the tension. You fell off like The Simpsons. This come on. K-Dot is definitely not serious. He about to take another 30 months off. Kendrick's an incredible rapper now. Another thing too, if you want to just compare the two, another reason why, I've got many reasons, but another reason why I would say Kendrick's much better than Cole is because you take Kendrick, a lot of his songs, sometimes it takes 2, 3, 4, 5 listens to get what he said, because there's like double, triple, quadruple entendres. It's not really like that with J. Cole that often. It's pretty surface level. Every now and then he'll say something where you might not have caught it the first time, but it's very rare. Like, Kendrick usually has a little bit more like depth when it comes to his rhyme schemes and his punchlines. It's a little more to it that you can really break down. It's the same thing with like other great rappers. Like the same thing with Lil Wayne, M, a lot of great rappers do that. Kendrick's punchlines and delivery are better in my opinion. More passion with it. Yeah. And J. Cole used to show that amount of passion. Maybe like Forest Hill Drive, he showed a little bit more passion. Now it's like very like monotone. J. Cole's just more interesting to listen to. The way he just changed up his voice in the middle of his flows is so interesting. Like, you're glued to it. Like that verse, it ain't the best Kendrick verse of all time or nothing, but it did have a lot of double entendres in it. It had a lot of different meanings in it. And then on top of it, it was so interesting to listen to because he just constantly changed up his flow. It's like fun. It's fun. We never heard J. Cole beef. We don't know if he wants to smoke or is even about it. If you're not about it, then just don't release anything. Just don't say anything then. I mean, it was more directed towards Drake anyway. Don't even say anything. But if you're going to say something, don't come with this. And then he's able to hide behind fans saying, well, he didn't really like mean it. He's just trying to fill it out. Well, it's like, well, dude, then why'd you start off with, hey, I literally can murder you? What was the point of that? What was the point of that line? What was the point? What's the point of this chorus that I'll murder you? Well, why? If you're just playing around, why? I'm on Kendrick's side claim. I know. I mean, Kendrick's just a better artist. I'm sorry. To say To Pimp a Butterfly is boring is just kind of silly. Ah, God, girl, you scratched me. Good rhymes with no thump. Oh, the 7-minute drill from Cole had no thump to it. Yeah, it was just kind of. You fell off like The Simpsons. Like, okay. Bruh, none of that fun stuff matters in a battle. Ask Drake. Pusha T lists celebrities. Pusha T's diss to Drake was a lot of fun. Are you joking? He changed up his cadence. It was humorous. It was well put together. It was funny. And you listened to every word Pusha T said. It was most certainly fun. It is important. It is important to keep it interesting. It makes it more memorable too. No one's gonna remember this. No one's gonna remember this. People will forget in a week. No one's remember this. But I like that verse. Is people remember it because it's fun. Same thing with the Control verse. it was too personal. Pusha broke boundaries with Drake. It was pretty bad. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Dude, Pusha T made Drake not be a deadbeat anymore. That was pretty bad. It was the way that he was delivering it was just so funny. Let her be your world. Like, come on, Drake. and another thing too that kind of bothers me with some beefs nowadays is I feel like you don't have a theme, you know? I feel like when you do a diss track, there needs to be like a theme throughout. And too many times that you don't get a theme and people get kind of off topic too often. And that kind of bothers me. Like, I know Kendrick's just like one verse. This is a literal whole song. But I just feel like there should be some type of theme the entire time. Pusha T had that theme. I know I bring up Eminem a lot, but he's the one that I know the most about because he's my favorite rapper. But every time he dissed someone, it was a theme behind it, you know? Like bully is like you're literally trying to get me like bully me, so I'm going back to the days where I learned how to fight, and that ain't gonna happen no more. I'm an adult. You just a bully, and it's like he's swinging back. It's like he's going back in time. He's swinging back. To be honest, Eminem's beefs are always personal, always having something to do with his daughter. Remember MGK? So when isn't it personal? The MGK thing wasn't as personal as I think people think. MGK mentioned Haley, but that was a while ago. He didn't like the fact that MGK dissed him, like slick dissed him on the song with Tech 9 without Tech 9 knowing that he did that. So that's where that came from. Eminem even said himself, like in an interview, they were like, why did you diss him? He was just like, I mean, it's really petty, honestly. I just don't like him. Like, yeah, I mean, he brought up the Haley stuff, but yeah. I mean, I know MGK ended up bringing it up after, but Eminem dissed MGK after the Tech 9 thing. He dissed him on Not Alike. That's when he dissed MGK. And then that's when MGK came out with his whole thing, eating Cheerios or whatever. Beef is supposed to be personal. You're getting soft. No, beef doesn't have to be personal. I think there's levels to it, you know? It's personal enough as is, you know? Because beef as is usually questioning somebody else's skill. Like, I'm better at rapping than you are, right? So like, you already put in their career in jeopardy for them to be a laughingstock. That's personal enough, but it can get even more personal than that. But you don't want it to get to the level of like freaking Tupac and Biggie, okay? You don't want that. I never want that. No one wants that. But I think a really good medium is literally, we just said MGK and Eminem. That's perfect. It's a little personal, but it didn't go like too far. It wasn't like I'm sending some hitters over. Like, it wasn't nothing crazy, you know? But no. I'm just saying, if J. Cole is going to come out with something and you're going to hit us with this, then you might as well just did a verse displaying how good you are as a rapper. And maybe throw in there, you know, some stuff about Kendrick. Like, you're chasing me, you're behind me now, and just hit us with some crazy flows. Just go in. If this is the direction you're gonna go in. I don't know. M literally said in Killshot, it's not about Haley. I just don't like you, prick. Yeah. Thanks for dissing me. I had an excuse to write Not Alike. Yeah, he just don't like the dude. He don't care. The Game and 50 Cent. But he don't like him also because he just felt like he was another one of those rappers copying his style. Same with NF. Like, The Game and 50 Cent beef was pretty hectic. They had to squash it. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't want it like that. But yeah, I mean, Eminem's beefs, they got pretty personal and pretty scary at times. But Okay, but yeah, I didn't like this. But another thing too, and this is where it's very hard for me to take J. Cole serious right now. And this is coming from somebody who's liked J. Cole's music. Like, it's not like I'm sitting here saying J. Cole's trash. I'm happy that J. Cole exists. And the reason why I'm happy that he exists is because he's in the mainstream and he's an actual rapper. We don't have somebody who's exploiting hip hop or, you know, just using it as a ploy to, you know, get their money and then go into another genre immediately. He's an actual rapper. So I'm happy that an actual rapper has the amount of success that J. Cole has. Even as much we talk, I don't, but much people talk trash about Drake and his ghostwriter and everything. At least it's some pretty good raps. He has some really good raps under his belt, and he didn't necessarily switch up. He changed his genres here and there, but he's a rapper. He's a really good rapper in the mainstream, and he is somebody that if another artist were to emulate, I'm not mad that his style would get copied. Drake's a pop star to me. That's what my girl said. Dude, I'm gonna have to tell her that you said that. That somebody in the chat said that. That's what she said. She was like, I see Drake as a pop star. I'm like, Drake is a rapper. It was like a whole argument, dude. That's so crazy you just said that. Yeah, she told me that. And I'm like, he's not a pop star, he's a rapper. Yeah, like what pop songs do Drake have? Hotline Bling. Those are the other hits are just rap songs. In the beginning, yeah, but not now. Oh wait, which part? Oh, that he's not a rapper anymore. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I mean, he does blend a lot of genres and stuff. I mean, he went the whole R&B route, which was awesome. Take Care is one of the greatest albums ever. I've listened to that album probably just as many times as I've listened to Marshall Mathers LP. Like I listen to it so often. I love that album. But anyways, this is where I couldn't really take him serious anymore. Like, what is this? What is this? They plead the fifth. I'm seeing hints of a trans fella in cancel culture's vicinity. He's no killer, trust me. Beneath his chosen identity, there is still a... Yeah. What is this? This is supposed to be a socially conscious rapper. And I think it's very telling that he comes out with a bar like this. And it's not like people want to be like, oh, is it because it's offensive that you don't? It's like, yeah, I mean, it's a little offensive, but hip hop, there's plenty of offensive things that nobody takes like trouble with. I think the problem here is that he's like completely oblivion to what's kind of going on. Like this isn't necessary to put out a bar like this. There's literally a group right now that's being attacked on many different levels. Like he's supposed to be socially conscious, and you have somebody like Kendrick Lamar who comes out with Auntie's Diaries, where he breaks down, you know, him coming to grips and starting to understand a little bit better, and like being accepting. And then you have J. Cole come out with this, and it's like, really? First off, this bar is just bad. It doesn't make any sense. But second, it's just like, dude, you just threw out a conservative talking point? Like, what is this? You're supposed to be a conscious rapper. I don't know. If you think Drake can't rap, listen to 5 a.m. in Toronto. You out of your mind thinking Drake doesn't have bars? You ain't talking about me. I think Drake can rap. I never said Drake can't rap. I'd say Drake's a rapper. I see him more of as a rapper than a pop star. That's all I said. Let's hope Drake writes his bars. I don't think Drake writes his bars. Yeah, I don't think Drake actually writes his bars. But he's talented in his own right. Like he delivers it very well. Yeah, I mean, he did. I couldn't when I hear a Drake song, I couldn't picture someone else rapping it other than Drake. And Drake is a artist, by the way. Like Drake is a genuine artist. The Take Care album, for instance, like it's not like it was just like studio made and he just came in and he just recorded his parts. Like he had a lot of say so on things. Like the song Marvin's Room, which phenomenal song. It was his choice not to add because there was going to be more that the engineer needed to add in as far as the beat, and he wanted it to stay the sound that it is and be kind of minimal or minimalist. He wanted to be pretty minimalist. I think that's the word I'm trying to look for, because he thought that it kind of sounded like someone drowning in alcohol. Like, he's a true artist. So like Drake isn't just built up from, you know, the mainstream and the studio or whatever. Drake don't write ish. No, I don't think he does. But he is a great performer. He knows how to deliver the rhymes very well, and he is an artist. Like, he has a say so in his music, and yeah, he's not manufactured. That's all I'm saying. I don't think Drake is like a manufactured artist. You actually still think Drake has ghostwriter? Oh, is that what you're saying? Oh, you're saying, yeah, I do. I don't know. I think he writes his bar. I think he writes. I think he writes some of his bars. I don't think Drake writes a lot of his bars. I don't even think that's that much of an insult, is it? I mean, I would rather Drake probably doesn't write all his bars, but he has say so. He doesn't just say anything, right? Like, his delivery, I'm sure he adds quite a bit to it. But like, there's some artists that write their own bars and it's garbage, right? Like Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj writes her bars. If he didn't write his bars, then how can people accuse him stealing someone else's bars? What bars were he accused of stealing? Whose bars was he accused of stealing? I mean, it just means his ghostwriter stole the bars. I don't know. He definitely writes something now. Yeah. No. He write, like, gosh, I'm not taking anything away from Drake if he doesn't write his bar. He's so talented in his delivery, and he puts a lot of energy and say so into his music. It's like, I don't know, man. It's like, would anyone care if Kanye didn't write his bars? Right? Like, would we really care? You wouldn't really care, because, you know, as a musical, and I don't like Kanye as a person, but like, as a musical artist, especially back in the day, like, you know how talented he is. It's just, I just think of it as like, hip hop isn't just the bars you write, which is super important. I mean, if you want to be like an MC, you want to be considered the greatest ever, I think you do need to write basically every word of what you spit. But Drake, I think he's very deserving of the praise that he's gotten, because he is a great artist. But yeah, let me see what you were saying. Yeah, be doing artists dirty, man. Give Buddy some credit, sheesh. Been dropping hits for going on a decade, still no respect. I know you're not talking about me. I love Drake. I think Drake's great. I love Drake. I literally just went to a Drake concert. Like, it was the Drake J. Cole tour. I literally just went to it. It was amazing. Drake is a great artist. It's just that, does he write his bars? I don't think so. I don't think he writes a lot of his bars. But that's okay, because he brings so much other things. If all he was just a rapper to me, then maybe I would be a little bit more irritated by it. But you can tell with Kanye, because his music has changed and faded over the years. Kanye ain't a good rapper either. And Drake, I know this is gonna be silly to say, but on Degrassi, he was a rapper on Degrassi. I don't know if you guys ever watched Degrassi. I used to watch it like in middle school. And I used to say at the time, I was like, gosh, this guy really needs to become a rapper. Like, I was like, he will be a good rapper. So he raps, and it's not like he never wrote anything. He's deserving of his praise. It's just that he's such a star. He's such a mega star, and it takes so much energy for him to like sit there and just write everything. I just don't think he's that. He's like a freaking machine at this point. I don't think he writes a lot of this stuff. Drake's important for the culture, period. He is. He's super important. Drake's fake tough. Yeah, Drake is fake tough. That's true too. He is fake tough. Yeah, Kanye's a producer as well, so it would be fine if he didn't write his lyrics. And it's known he has a writer as well. Yeah, I was just saying Drake puts a lot of effort into his music. Like, it's not like, at least from what we've heard, especially during the Take Care album, that's the one I'm kind of focusing in on. He had a lot of say-so into how that went. Like, a lot of say-so. Oh, no, not you, the people in the comments. Oh, okay, yeah. Bro, Kanye deserves more respect than Drake. This is one of those situations where you have to separate the artist from the art, and I kind of can't do that. I'm not giving Kanye more credit than Drake. But Kanye does have some classic albums, obviously. And he has some bangers. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. He got some bangers, all right? He got some bangers back in the day. He got some great bangers. But, yeah, I prefer Drake. I just think Drake's music, is better than Kanye's. Especially his raps. Better than Kanye's. Far better than Kanye's. Kanye is a musical genius. He says that all the time, in my opinion. Well, Kanye says it all the time. I think he was. Raps aside. Yeah. He's great at using samples and everything. One thing that, like, I brought this up on another live stream before, but, like, people hate when I say this. Or, like, not people. I'm not going to act like there's a bunch of people or nothing. But, like, close friends sometimes. Like, I think I was talking to, I don't know if you guys remember Impeccable. I think we had him on stream, and he was, like, arguing with me about this. And I was saying, like, while obviously Kanye is a better producer than Eminem, I don't think Eminem gets enough credit as a producer at all. Look at some of the music that he's produced. Everyone thinks just Drake, but, like, he produced all this. He produced Stan, he produced Without Me, Clean Out My Closet, Lose Yourself, Superman, Sing for the Moment. I love My Name. Saying My Name. Let's see. What's another one? My Band. He produced When I'm Gone. I'm trying to see any other ones that people care about. Lucky You, that's a newer one. Best Friend. He produced a lot of great songs, great hits. I wonder why he don't get enough credit as a producer. Also, this is something that I didn't know until, like, maybe a year ago. Did you guys know that he freaking wrote The Watcher? And what's crazy about this, that knowing that he wrote this entire song, is that when you listen back to it, it sounds like Eminem. It's the same thing with Forgot About Dre. When you go back and you listen to Forgot About Dre and you listen to Dre verses, it sounds like something Eminem would write. It's so good. Things just ain't the same for gangsters. Time is changing. Young is aging. Becoming OGs in the game and changing. To make waves for the new names and faces. It's like the way it's flowing and dude, no, Dre couldn't have wrote this. That's a question. Would you consider Dr. Dre a great rapper, even though Dr. Dre did not write a lot of his music? Oh Lord, here comes the musical genius stand about Kanye. I just know Kanye says he's a musical genius. That flow is Eminem for sure. He put us in Michigan on for real, for real. Yeah, it's so good. Even how he paints the picture. Sipped up in bags when it happened. That's it. I seen him come. I watched him go. Watched him rise. Witnessed it. And watched him blow. Watched them all blossom and watched them grow. That is not Dre. That's Eminem. It's so good. The way this guy paints a picture is so good. Dude, I'm sorry, guys. I'm geeking out. This is a really good year for hip hop, and I'm just excited because Kendrick is about to destroy J. Cole, so I'm excited for more Kendrick music. Funny enough, Ski Mask the Slump God, which I know you're gonna instantly say that's a mumble rapper. Screw that guy. Who cares? He is really good. I mean, Ski Mask is really good, and his album is coming out soon. This is just a good year for hip hop. And Eminem got an album coming out. Dre ain't a good rapper, great producer. Yeah, true. But yeah, dude, forgot about Dre. Forgot about Dre lyrics. This is literally Eminem. This is something Dre would say. Hey, most of these with no cheese, no deals, and no G's, no wheels, and no keys, no boats, no snowmobiles, with no skis. Dre wouldn't write that. Like, Eminem just like fits in as many rhymes as he can. Mad at me because I finally afford to provide my family with groceries. That's Eminem. And then the whole thing where he names off artists. Well, he does this all the time. He still does it to the day. We got to look at one of the songs. Oh, what's the song he did recently? He just named off a bunch of artists. But yeah, who you think brought you the oldies? Eazy-E's, Ice Cubes, and DOC's, Snoop, D-O double G's. That's Eminem. Just name off all these old like rappers, giving them respect. Stop, girl. What's that Eminem song? Eminem. Was Black Thought on that song? And Eminem, like Yaya. Okay, yeah, it was Yaya. Like on this song, I thought, oh, Eminem's about to really show out because you got Royce the 5'9" on there, you got Black Thought on the song. And you like, oh snap, Eminem's gonna really show how good he is. But no, he just like named off a bunch of rappers. Look at this. Now here's to LL, BL, and Dale, K Solo, Tresh, and G-Rap, DJ Polo, Tony D, ODB, Mo D, Run DMC, EDOG, and EPMD, DOC, Ice-T, Evil D, King T, UTFO, and Schoolie D, PE, and BP, or BDP, YZ, and Chi Ali, Rakim. It's like, he always does this. Till I Collapse. Yeah, he did Till I Collapse too. Like saying these rappers are known as better than me, you know. He does this all the time. Yeah, so like there's no way Dre will write that. Like Snoop, D-O-double-G's, Eazy-E's, Ice Cubes, DOC. He ain't write that. I don't know. I'm sorry guys, I'm getting excited. I love hip hop. Clan even got the flow down. Which one? This? Wait, I don't even know what you were responding to. Were you responding to this one? Or are you talking about forgot about Dre? Eazy-E's, Ice Cubes, and DOC's. The coldest line from this entire song is where is it? All of them. It's ridiculous. Hold on. Where is it? Akunai. Oh, here it is. What am I talking about? Chicka Slim Shady. Hotter than a set of twin babies. And a Mercedes Benz with the windows up, where the temp goes up to the mid 80s. That's hot. That's hot. You hotter than twin babies and a Mercedes Benz when the temp goes up to the mid 80s? That's hot. God. I think my favorite Eminem bar is if Shady said it, Shady meant it. I stayed a minute. I throw a stroller at you with a baby in it. I think that's my favorite one. That's so funny. Hold on, give me 1 second. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm back. What's crazy about Eminem is battle rappers don't usually make great artists. He's the only one. Yeah, that's true. Bro, music is fun, man. I played drums, bass, and guitar and write music when I was younger. That's awesome. But yeah, does anyone else like Ski Mask? Ski Mask the Slump God? He's been gone for a while. After Juice WRLD passed, he just kind of stepped away. Does he have a new song out? 3 weeks ago. Hold on, I'm gonna mute this so I don't get copyrighted. Let me make sure. Have I heard this? I haven't heard this. Okay. I haven't heard this song. I don't know how I missed that. It was 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I haven't heard it. He's good. Bro, Juice WRLD was special. He was really good. He was a good freestyler too. Bro, I remember going to my grandpa's house and seeing Hi, My Name Is on MTV for the first time. It was like, who's this white boy with skills? Oh, it's so good. And honestly, I mean, if we're being honest, which is very unfortunate, dude, we don't have any good, or I don't want to say no good because that's not true, but like, as far as white rappers, it's not like Eminem spawned a bunch of good ones, right? Like, he didn't spawn a bunch of good white rappers. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like the industry where they feel like, you know, they just pump them out so that you don't actually have to have as much talent. I have no idea what it is, but he didn't actually spawn it. I'm not saying like it's his fault. He was just dope. I mean, he's the greatest ever, in my opinion, or at least one of the greatest ever. If someone doesn't put him in their top 3, I instantly stop listening. What was I gonna say? Yeah, it just seemed like it wasn't a lot of great rappers, white rappers after Eminem. Like, you got Post Malone, who I like Post Malone. But like, is he an MC? He ain't an MC. Post Malone isn't an MC. Come on. They got NF on this, and NF is just a watered down Eminem. Like, literally. And Eminem even made fun of that, right? He was like, I'll just be a NFing clone of me. He was talking about NF. I mean, Mac Miller was really good. Jeezy got a song. Lil Dicky can actually rap. Like, he's really good. A lot of good punchlines, but he's just a comedic rapper. Like, I guess he found his way in the game, but like, it's all just comedic stuff. Like, he don't have anything that's really that serious. Yelawolf. I do like Yelawolf. That is true. Yelawolf is good. Paul Wall. Paul Wall is good. I do like Paul Wall. But that's the thing. It's like, if you're really good, especially if you're like a white rapper and you're really good, you should be like hitting, like, you should be on like the radio. You should be like huge. And I don't think Paul Wall was ever like big. Grills was a cool song, man. I had his album. I had his what album was it? I had like, it was like a 2-disc album. One was Chopped and Screwed, and the other one was the normal one. God, that was a good album. That was a really good album. But yeah, Jeezy, half a song. Beastie Boys, obviously that's before M. Macklemore. Action Bronson could be consider him. It's just not that many. Isn't that unfortunate? That's so stupid. It's so stupid. Weird Al, we're putting Weird Al Yankovic. Like, come on, dude. Eminem's movie also blew him up because showed his struggles. Well, but Eminem was a megastar. I thought he became a megastar in '99. Yeah, the movie came out in 2002, and that did blow it up even more. But like he was talking about his struggles before that, I guess. I don't know. I just feel like skill wise in the mainstream, we don't get a lot of great like rappers, white rappers. Like Yellow Wolf and Paul Wall are not in the mainstream. Every time we get a mainstream white rapper, it's like one hit, or not that great, or and if we want to say like Post Malone jumps from different genres all the time. I don't know. It's just weird. I hate that. I would love to have even more diversity in rap than we already have. Yeah, it's like female rappers. Yeah, it's like female rappers. Exactly. Like you get like popular female rappers and like right now there's like 2 I take seriously. I mean, I like Glorilla. Don't get me wrong. I like Glorilla. She's starting to become in the mainstream. But it's like Megan Thee Stallion. She can rap. She's a rapper. She raps. Cardi, which I don't know if Cardi writes her own stuff, but Cardi has the delivery. And her songs are fun. But it's just not that many. And then Nicki Minaj, she writes her own stuff, but good God, she's so cringy. Oh my God. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. She's so full of herself. Bro, but none have the struggle that culture can relate to and was relatable. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Yeah, Post Malone, NF don't really have. I mean, even oh gosh, who's the rapper? Oh gosh, he tries to put on like it was a struggle, and it's so infuriating listening to him rap. Who's the white rapper that was like with Drake? That's friends with Drake. I don't hate him or anything. From Kentucky. It's just he's just boring to me. Most white rappers turn to rock. Yeah, it's true. I said that too. Like that kind of bothers me too, that they like switch up so quickly. Nicki Minaj beefs with every female rapper for some reason. Ugh. Have you ever listened to Lil Sim's female rapper? I haven't. You have to look her up. Scared to be dethroned or something? Dude, she's so full of herself. Like she's like infuriating because it's like no self-awareness. You know, that's why I don't like Nicki. There's no self-awareness. It's like, okay, you're knocked out of the like top 1 on the billboards. Okay, who cares? I dig Nicki the Barbs. I got you. Dude, who's the white rapper I'm talking about? He's Jack Harlow. Jack Harlow, that's his name. It's weird because when I type in white rappers, Jack Harlow isn't on here. Iggy freaking Azalea. Look how pathetic this list is. You see what I'm saying? It shouldn't be this pathetic. Ritz is good. Ritz is really good, actually. Ritz is good. That's one I forgot about. Ritz is good. But it shouldn't be this pathetic. Are you joking? Asher Roth, dog? You Google white rappers and Asher Roth comes up? Jack's a plant to me? Yeah, he feels like a plant. Forgot about that white guy, so not even relevant. It's frustrating, man. I wish there were... I wish there were more. I'm glad that... I mean, even more Mexican rappers would be cool. That Mexican OT is starting to become mainstream. That's cool because he can actually rap. And I like Snow the Product. She's cool. And she's on the come up. Or is she on the come up? She's probably gonna be where she is, right? Like similar to Hobson, like kind of like that underground. Has a fan base, but kind of more underground. Yeah. You don't really know about it unless you're into hip hop. You're not gonna hear about it just passing. I don't know. Any good Memphis rappers? Glorilla. New one's not 3-6 Mafia. I like Key Glock. I think he's pretty good. Young Dolph, rest in peace. He was good. Shoot. Let me see. Some other ones. It was 2021 where Young Dolph passed away? Dude, I swear I felt like it happened last year. It was 2021? Okay. Pooh Shiesty. Let's see. NLE Choppa. If you want to hear my favorites, I personally like Glorilla. I like Key Glock. There's Key Glock. Lecrae from Memphis? I didn't know Lecrae was from Memphis. Gangsta Black. Let's see. Those kind of mines. Just Glorilla and Key Glock, honestly. Oh yeah, Gangsta Boo passed away. I forgot Gangsta Boo passed away. Juicy J. Bubba Sparks was kind of legit. Bubba Sparks. Booty, 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 rocking everywhere. Booty, 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 rocking everywhere. Rocking everywhere. Rocking everywhere. Who's Lord Infamous? How did he pass away? Passed in 2013. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Oh, man. Died in a heart attack? Jeez. A bunch of rappers died young within a short few years span. Yeah, it's sad. It happens a lot. Project Pata. I thought Little Chrome was gonna be big. You guys remember Lil Chrome? He was from Memphis. Wait. He still rap? Lil Chrome still raps? How old is Lil Chrome? As, you know, I say that being an Eminem fan and he's 50. How old is Lil Chrome? What the heck? Dude, I can't even find a freaking... Dude, this... Oh, wait, Lil White. That's one. That's a white rapper. Lil White. Lil White can rap. That's a Memphis rapper right there. That's like... He's like one of my favorites. Lil White. He's great. Lil White can rap. He's a good rapper. Listen to Oxycontin. Let's see. Lil Chrome. They don't even have a Wikipedia page for Lil Chrome. Yeah, I remember this album. Callion, better known as Lil Chrome. Scared of me. Yeah, I said you scared of me. That boy so fresh, so clean, he fly. Gosh, Lil White. Yeah, Oxycontin. The lyrics were so good. Go on and slip me 2 Zangs bars. I'm ready to get full. Fifth of crown to watch it down. I'm downtown snapping rules. Ain't no shame in my game. In fact, I'm mentally deranged. Oxycontin in my system, man. I'm feeling kind of strange. Watch me choke about this dope blueberry from Texas. You got me. Rotation, that's too bad because I'm stressing. But now it's 1:30 a.m. 11 Percocets just into me. 15 minutes from the second, I'll be crawling on my knees, laughing at the crowd of all the clowns that be surrounding me. Good stuff. Just got a message. What's going on? We're talking about rappers. We were talking about white rappers, and then we started talking about Memphis rappers, and now we just combined the two. Lil White, who's literally a white rapper from Memphis. Cocash from Memphis is mad underrated. I need to listen to him. Anyways, good stuff. Also, let me say this, guys. Watch this. Watch this show. Watch it, okay? I know this is like crazy. You never heard of this show before, okay? This is like some underground stuff, all right? No one's into this show but me. Obviously, I'm joking, but like, yeah, watch this. I just watched this season 2 finale. Oh my God, it's so good. Oh, you can just feel it's about to change. That's a great anime. It's not an anime. Don't be silly. It's great though. So good. Season 2 already out. You for real? Yeah. Season 2 out. The first half of season 2 came out, and then it was a hiatus, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, this is taking forever." And season 2, the second part, season 2, finally all the episodes released. So yes, 8 episodes in season 2. Watch it. It's so good. I cried in the last episode. The last 2 episodes are incredible. I only watched season 1. Watch season 2 as soon as possible. It's so good. Oh, dude. Mark is a great, he's a great combination of Superman and Spider-Man. Like he's so good. Peter Parker and Superman. He's so good. You can just like kind of feel the tide turn. Like you can feel something's got to change. This whole season is all about him making a choice. Do I choose my my life in college? Do I choose my girlfriend, or do I choose fully going in on this? But he tries to do both, and man, oh man, he tries to combine the 2 worlds. And guys, man, and I love this show so much because I know like the grittiness can be a lot for people and the goriness can be a lot for people, but it really feels like there's stakes. There's true stakes. There's things on the line. And a lot of these shows, you just feel like everything's gonna be okay at the end, and it doesn't feel like that with Invincible. It never feels like everything's gonna be okay because the hero's gonna save it. Like it doesn't feel that way at all in Invincible, and I love it. It keeps you on the edge of your seat. It's the same thing with The Boys too, right? Like The Boys kept me on the edge of my seat because it's like it's not guaranteed everything's gonna be okay, and things often go horribly wrong. Any non-cartoon shows you can suggest, bro? Yeah, The Boys. Watch The Boys. The Boys is great. Let's see, what's another show I watched recently? That shows a bad side of superheroes, which I like. Yeah, they show a bad side of superheroes. Yeah, The Boys is basically if we actually had superheroes in real life and how they would be used. The Boys is great. That's a really fun show. What's the show I watched recently? Succession. This show is phenomenal. It's funny. It's great drama. You care about all the characters even though you hate them. You like simultaneously hate them and care about them at the same time. They do some very bold things in the show where you kind of question, well, how do you keep going from here? And they keep doing it, and it just gets better and better and better. And you'll be very upset with the 1% after the show. You'll be very upset with the elite on the type of power that they have. It's sickening, the things that they can make happen. All right. I guess I've been on too late. I've been on too late. I gotta ban you from the channel, my boy. I apologize. Thanks, July. But yeah, he's gone now. Yeah, he's gone now. That was something you just did. That was something there. Okay, never mind. Does deserve a ban? Yeah, he deserves a ban. Ban? Yeah, he's banned. Ban just basically means you can't comment, and anything you comment, no one will see it. So yeah, you can't just play around like that. That's weird, man. If you had to kick one off the team, Sohan or Keldon? Keldon. Yeah, Keldon. He's he's not much older, but he's older. Defensively, not really that great, and then his upside isn't as high as Sohan's. I feel like you get more versatility out of Sohan. So yeah, I'll get rid of Keldon. Also, I'm edging. Oh my God. I don't know if I should ban you. I feel like you're just trolling. A second time you get banned. What position should... I mean, I guess the other person was trolling too, but like, I never seen that person a day in my life, so they had to get banned. Your name is pretty funny though. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty funny. You got a pretty funny name. So I'm giving you another chance. What position should draft, smaller, power forward, or other? I think it's small forward. I won't worry about power forward. I'm not gonna edge a second time. That's kind of okay. That's kind of funny. You're funny enough to stay here for a minute, but I'm getting off anyways. All right, I'm getting off. I will get with you guys later. Deuce.